You already know what it is. Live, uncut, unedited. Tell the truth and shame the devil. I love being black.
All right, people. This is a great day. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and definitely be glad in it. It's good to be back in the studio. People have been out of the studio for a couple of days, but we have a great show today, and we're talking about gunshot violence and women together. Okay, and we're going to talk about the postal woman that was shot and killed here in the city of Chicago, out in the hundreds on the south side. And we're going to talk about the police shooting that happened, I believe, on the 3rd, no, the 6th or something of July in Springfield, Illinois. So just tune on in and make sure you guys share the video. Want to give a shout out to my YouTube audience and Facebook. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Make sure you share the video. And we're going to talk about some things that is concerning, things that we've been talking about on this channel. I've been talking about the crime. We show many crime videos. We talk about crime prevention. But come on in, people. We're going to give you some time to come in and share the video, tag someone. And it's good to be here. It's good to see you guys. I'm doing well. I'm being safe. I'm staying out the way, and I'm getting little, as they say. Appreciate you. Come on in. I need you guys to share this video. Share it. I'm going to share some things with you guys that probably will help you. And I appreciate every last one of you just tuning in this evening. And I know we all busy. I'm busy. You busy. All of us are busy. And I appreciate those of you on my crime chasing page. I appreciate you. In a minute, I'm going to get ready to holler out some names for those of you that coming on there. Jules Smith, how you doing? You and your granddaughter, hey, how y'all doing? Good seeing you guys again. All right. Tanya White, what's going on, Miss Tanya? Tanya White is in the house. All right. Kennard, what's up? Black love, black unity, black power to the last hour. Race first all day. I love being black. Karen Crawley Martin, hey, how you doing? What's going on? Keena Nicole, y'all know I love that name, Keena Nicole. I tell you, thank you guys for coming in. Sharon Hill, thank you so much. I love being, what is it? I love being black. My God, let me say that again.
I love being
Some
black.
of y'all don't love being black. Some of you guys out there, you are ashamed of being black. Shame on you. Shame on you. Oh, Tracy Lewis. Listen, people, you had no choice in the matter how you was going to come here. You didn't know if you was going to be a female. You didn't know if you was going to be a male. You didn't know if you was going to be white, Hispanic, or others, or Asian. You didn't know. But take it from me, Peggy. Hey, Peggy. I appreciate you, Peggy. That's my buddy, Peggy, boy. I tell you, Peggy is a faithful listener. I appreciate you, Peggy. Don't think I don't. Tanya White, I need all you guys to share it. Share it. Yeah. Thank you, Peggy. Thank you so much. My brother. Oh, no, I'm not going to talk. I might hit the election, but, brother, listen, that's a whole nother chapter, man. Lord have mercy. All right, Lanisha, Miss Pendleton, I see you. Tina Phillips, Pendergraph. All right. What's going on? What's going on? Dr. Sanders, I see you, Dr. Sanders. That's my sister, y'all. That's a good sister there. Linda Jameson. What's up, Miss Linda? All right, I love it. Mr. Allen TV, I love being. Let me say that, brother, YouTube. For all the YouTubers, I'm telling you. Tracy Taylor again. My brother, DeLawrence, what's up, brother? I call him Law. That's my man. Yeah, yes, sir. I wish I was from Wyoming. Chicago is trash. Well, it's what you make it. Sheila, what's going on? All right. Lee Ethel Liggins. All right, how you doing? Live, uncut, unedited. This is where we tell the truth and shame the devil. I see people on here for YouTube, my YouTube audience. I appreciate you. Tam, what's going on? I appreciate you. I really do appreciate you guys. YouTube is growing, y'all. Marie Cunningham. What's going on, Marie? How you doing? This is your boy Martin G, aka the Crime Chaser, live, uncut, unedited. You already know what it is.
You already know what it is.
What is it?
Live, uncut, unedited. Tell the truth
And what?
and shame the devil.
It's that
I love
Tiki
being
Child
black.
97. All right, bless you, YouTubers. I'm falling in love with my YouTubers. Sharice Wright, what's going on? A great supporter, man, like a sister. I love her. I tell you, that's my buddy. Can't nobody say nothing about her. We gonna fight. Reality TV check. Reality Check TV, Chicago. What's going on, family? I see you. I see you. Trey Ray, what's up? Tree Ray, I'm sorry. Y'all know I went to public school. I'm a little slow, but I get it right. I get it right. Angel B. Winfield, I see you, Angel. Angel B. coming with that word, Peggy, live on Cut and Edit on YouTube. Jerry, what's going on? Brother, why you get on here all the time talking about 4 people shot? Why you do that all the time? You gonna make me block you. Don't do that, brother. Don't do that, brother. Listen, one thing I don't do, I don't play with victims, brother. We don't do that on here. I don't do it. We don't demonize victims. Okay, brother? We're going to respect the people that are victims. That's what we're going to do on this page. So you got to get on here every time, dude. I'm going to block you. The next time you do that, I'm going to block you. Period. You know, you get on here doing that all the time. Matter of fact, I'm finna block you right now. I ain't going to give you a chance. Block. You know, people always getting on here. You know, we're not trying to excite people. And people, we're taking phone calls today. We're going to have a great conversation. And it's going to be a great show. And we're going to talk about, the postal woman. And I believe it's a beautiful picture of her. And I want to give my condolences to the family. They lost their loved ones, even to the postal family. I appreciate you guys for your support and your love, sharing the videos down through the years. And I do grieve with you guys. And this is a tragic loss. And we realize that it can be difficult delivering mail in some areas. And it can be challenging, life-threatening. And I'm with you guys that you guys are protesting for security, protection. I appreciate that. I'm with you all the way because I believe that without the mail lady and the mailmen, you guys make our day. And we thank you. We thank you for being a delivering mail because we need our mail. We need our good or bad, right or wrong. We need our mail. And we got a couple of callers calling in right away. And, we're going to talk about Modesta. All right. I'll see you. Shawanda. What's up, Shawanda? All right. George Hollywood. All right. Sheila Miggins. All right. Thank you for sharing, Miss Like, okay. Found appreciate it. Thank you. I try to do my best. Rita Jones. All right. We got people on there. We got Marcus. We got Helen on here already. They ready. I'll tell you. Hey, Renee. That's my house head buddy. I love Renee, y'all. Renee is all right with me. One thing about Renee, if Martin Johnson wrong, Renee gonna call me and say, listen, Martin, blah, 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 blah. See, I like Renee, and Renee ain't gonna always agree with you. And she'll tell you when you're wrong. If she sees something that's not right, she said, Martin, I need you to address this. LaDonna Horton, what's up, LaDonna? I see you. Tiffany, what's up, Tiffany Wilson? All right. Again, I want to say to Shannon Dye, how you doing? All right, Lewis, my brother, Lewis, I appreciate you, brother. Don't ever let nobody tell you that I don't appreciate you, and I really do. Daniel Snyder, what's going on? That's nothing, bro. That's guy get on here every day talking about somebody shot on saying I blocked them. Tanisha McGee, what's going on? We're going to talk. Deborah D. Edison, how you doing? All right, we're not going to hold it long. We got a couple of guests on the live, and already, if you want to call in, the number is 872-299-0808 or 872-297-6389. And this is a tragic that happened here in the city of Chicago. We all know the story. We all know it. We all know it. I tell you. And again, people, we do not do no false reporting on this live, nor do we demonize the victims, the gunshot victims. We don't do that. Okay, we're going to start with my first caller. Hey, I believe that's Helen. Hey, Helen, is that you?
Hey,
Hey.
yeah, that's me, Mari. Hey, Mari.
You want to start it off, or you want to go to the next person? Or you go? We're going to talk about the postal woman. We got other subject, but we want to talk about the postal woman.
Yeah.
Octavia, I'm sorry, that's her name. Go ahead. Go ahead. Come on, Helen.
Yes. First, I want to say hello to all your guests, your YouTube and Facebook, and I want to send my condolences to Octavia's family. I used to work for the post office.
Me too. Me too.
I used to work. Yeah, I used to work in at the main post office at CTT, which was the underground terminal. And in that section, I used to work with the registered mail, which was like stocks, bonds, diamonds.
Oh yeah, I know about the red. You can't play with the registered mail. Yeah, you're right.
Absolutely. When they used to come in there, like we used to work up under armed security. In our area, and I have a niece, a young niece that's a mail carrier. And something happened before with her. Oh yeah, I remember the young girl some years ago. I forget her name, but it was out in Roseland, and she was shot in the head delivering mail. She recovered, and for the young lady Octavia, I feel so bad because she's out there working, doing her job, and she's a federal employee. So I don't know, Martin. I don't know. I'm kind of worried right now. So we can pass. I'll come back.
Okay. Yeah, that's devastating.
You're out working.
That's devastating.
You're out working. When you leave from your house to your car, I've heard, somebody that we know was downtown, walking downtown, and he pulled up. One guy got out the car, robbed our friend, and got back in the car and drove off. Those, type of situations like that you can't avoid because you're out and about and you're living, you have things to do. You're going to work, you're going to the store, you're going to get your children. Those are just some simple, normal activities that we have to do. We can't stay in the house.
Thank you.
So
thank you.
Yeah, that's it for me. You can come back.
Okay, I'll come back. We got Mr. Marcus on here. Hey, Mr. Marcus, how you doing?
How you doing, Mark?
All right, we got a lot of subject going on today. I appreciate you for tuning in today, brother. We got cut off today, so here's your time to talk. Go ahead, my brother.
Well, it's sad that a postal worker can't deliver mail in a predominantly black community and get killed. I don't know if he had kids or not. I think he had kids, but it's sad to see this going on in our neighborhood. And I hope some of these young brothers and sisters are listening. This behavior got to stop. It doesn't always break. We have hard people.
You break it up, Marcus. Marcus, put your mouth on it. You breaking up. Go ahead.
No. Next, when you look up, the postal workers are not going to want to deliver the mail in our neighborhood if this don't stop. And then we're going to holler racism, and it ain't got nothing to do with racism. It got something to do with the violence that's in our neighborhood. And I'm not going to say this is exempt from the white neighborhood because it happens all over Chicago. But we got to change this way. Because when people think in Chicago out of town, they think of you're going to get shot and killed in Chicago, and that's not true. It's sad. It's so sad. And my condolences to the family, because that's not far from me. That's in the Pullman neighborhood. I live in the Washington Heights neighborhood.
Right.
And that will affect if those postal workers decide to do a slowdown. And plus, I have a female friend that's a postal worker. So I kind of worry about her sometimes. If they decide to do a slowdown or decide that they ain't delivering the mail because they're afraid they're going to get shot, then what?
You're right.
They won't be wrong.
You're right. And actually, they was at the I think they had a press conference where they was saying that they need to have security, man, going along some of these routes, man. And people, we have to take this serious. Here's a person. Remember, Marcus, I said, I believe about a week or a couple of weeks ago, I said a perfect victim is a person that goes to work every day, go to school, church, mind their business, doing the family thing. Those are perfect victims to get to. They are soft targets. You know, this should have never happened to this young lady. You know, we hearing a lot of things out. And go ahead.
Who in the heck would want to rob a postal worker who's delivering mail? I know that checks come through the mail, but I mean, what can you do with those paper checks unless you know somebody that works in the bank or the currency exchange?
Well,
in their right mind. And I'm going to say this, Mark. They were stealing mail boxes in our community years ago. Guess what happened? Our neighborhood are short of mailboxes now. We have to walk extra blocks to mail a letter because of it. It's coming. Well,
let me just say this, and I'm gonna put it out there. Normally, I'm not a gospel, but I heard, this is what I heard. Now, I could be wrong. God forgive me. I heard it wasn't a robbery. That's what I heard. The police are saying it was a robbery. Okay. Someone was saying in a comment somewhere, and I'm just gonna say, and it could be right. It was, they were looking for, it was out of retaliation for something her children done, or nephew or something. So that's what I heard, you know. So I don't know. I'm not in the street like that to know what's going on. So, but I don't believe it was a robbery. And I believe that whoever did this, it was personal. It was personal. So
the shooter did many times.
Right. It was very personal. It's a sister, you know, and I always said, I talked about another thing. The sister said it on the show. We have no racial pride at all. And I guarantee you,
Martin,
go ahead, Helen. Yeah.
Martin,
go ahead.
I want to add something. You know, people were saying that they wanted checks or whatever. See, the thing with that is now we deal with a lot of direct deposit.
Thank you.
So your postal carriers, they don't carry checks. Right. Everything now is electronic.
Thank you. So
you know, I was like, how could that be a robbery?
Right. You're right. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Helen.
You know, I couldn't understand that. You know, anybody that get a check going direct deposit into your account or into your chime, one or the other. You know, it used to be a time when Social Security checks would come out during a certain time of the month, and postal carriers would hand deliver those checks. I remember when we was living in Inglewood, the people would be out on the porch, you know, looking for their checks. So, you know, it definitely couldn't be a robbery. So that's all I wanted.
That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying too. I knew, but I do now. We all can agree that we know for her to get shot that many times, it was personal. We know it's personal. Yeah. So
yeah.
Okay, somebody got to turn the volume down.
I read that.
Okay, so
I read that too.
Right.
Just one last thing for me on this, and that is that I did read an article when the police said that it seemed like she was targeted.
Yeah, she was targeted. So, yeah, and let me just say this, people. I want to speak to my women, and I hope more women that call in. Women, you guys have to be real careful. And I said this a long time ago, Helen. One thing about men, another man, he's real quick to do something to a woman opposed to another man. And that's just true. That's how it is. I listen, you could disagree with me if you want to. I've seen men fight women like they're another man. I'm telling you. So women, let me just say this, and this is not the case in this postal woman. You have to be careful what you say to men on social media, in person, in public. And I know some of women, they can run off with their mouth and say things, and they got back up, I get my brother and all that. Sometimes the man ain't gonna let you go get your brother. You know, if he ain't there already and you ain't got your weapon on you, listen, let me just say this. Some things you just can't say out of your mouth. People are not gonna let you live down. You got people out here, if you tell them that you're going to get something done to them or kill them, they're going to get you first. You got a lot of people out there, especially black people. I'm telling you, I'm going to say this. Most black people, this is their thinking, this is their mentality. When they go purchase a gun, they got in their mind that they're going to shoot another black person. They really do. They have in their mind that they're going to use it on another black person. They don't have the mindset that, hey, this gun is for protection, not just for black people, for anybody. Most people, that's our thinking, people. We are so programmed to hate one another, not to trust one another when it comes to business, not when it comes in a relationship. People, we all messed up around this. We messed up. I'm still on the subject. We're messed up. We got another call. Let me take this call. I don't want this call to be on long. All right. Hey, caller, 2742. 2742. You there, caller? Hey, caller.
I'm there. I'm here.
Come on.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you. Speak up.
So when I heard that the middle lady losing her life, I thought about the 4th of July massacre. I thought about that because it's like you said, a person that work and man they busy. And sometimes when it seems to be target, it be the innocent family member that they target. Because you look at the postal worker, she seems like a very nice lady that was in school with her family and friends. So I feel like when they are targeted, it's like to hurt the person they're trying to get to. And it's always the innocent family member that just going on about their day and stuff like that. It's just really sad because it's like I never heard so many tragedies like that. It's just like a constant thing, and then to somebody just walking, doing their job and never knew what hit them.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope that they do catch the person that did this, because I don't feel like, I know people make you angry, but it's just not worth to take someone's life like that. Like what about a family? What about a kid? What about her coworker? It's just really sad. And it's like you said before, like it's certain people they target. Certain people. This person just manning their business, working, trying to be the best person they could be, trying to enjoy life, and these types of things happen. And we shouldn't be scared to be around our own people.
Mm-hmm.
But unfortunately, and I know the news like to paint a picture, but sometimes we see the picture up close ourselves when we in our surroundings sometimes. It's crazy how you can have a good time and all of a sudden something goes bad off just somebody pure emotion. And it's like the way things are going to make you not really want to go nowhere. It's feel like you're a prisoner. Like you can't go out and enjoy anything because you don't know what type of drugs this person on or what pissed them off at the moment. Now you just an innocent victim and then you become a target. And it's like that's all that's been going on this whole summer. It's just pure madness. You'll think it's the weather nice, everybody should be loving on one another, but like you said it before, we don't even love each other enough because a lot of us ain't loving ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
We can't have healthy relationships. It ain't even got to be romantic relationships, just relationships with the coworker, with our family members, with just a friend, with just a stranger. We can't speak, we can't look at each other too long because somebody thinks you're staring them down. Like when did it get to the point where we hate each other so bad that we quit to harm one another? We can't talk nothing out. We can't even let bygones be bygones. Somebody has to get the last word or last word. That's all I had to say.
Okay, we got another caller. I think they're coming in. It's not yet. But before the caller come in, let me just say this, people. I appreciate everybody who's called in, and we have to be careful when we get into arguments with people and things like that. Oh, okay, we got Keena Nicole. She's here now. Come on, Keena Nicole. Come on. Come on, Keena.
Hey, Martin. Hey, everybody.
Hey, how you doing?
How y'all doing today?
Good.
You know, this is so weird, bizarre that you're talking about this lady today. I promise you, like, not even an hour ago, my mom was over here in my apartment, and I was talking to her about registered mail, and when I carry mail, I kid you not, it was not even an hour ago. We were just talking about this. Now, I carry mail in 2005, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was in the suburbs, but I thought back then, even then, because, you know, they say rain, sleet, snow, it doesn't matter if it's dark outside at a certain time, then yeah, you come back in. Martin, I was delivering mail, it was like in the 8 o'clock hour. And, you know, in the wintertime, it's dark early.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you just out there by yourself, you know what I'm saying, for hours. And a lot of people give the postal and, you know, the postal employees like a bad rep. And when I say, until you do that actual job and know what it is, I don't care that you see them just flipping a couple pieces of mail and putting it in a box. It's way deeper than that. You know what I'm saying? It's way deeper than that. Martin,
Tell the truth
that will
and
let
shame
dogs
the
out.
devil.
Mm-hmm.
They would let their dogs out knowing that we were on the block to deliver mail. Mail people have a hard time. And I'm going to be honest with you because I got to tell the truth and shame the devil. I used to get mad, like, why is it taking so long for my mail, all of this and that. It wasn't until I actually did that job, my whole attitude changed. So now I'm that person, if it's hot outside, hey, if you want a cold bottle of water, I got some big freeze pops. You want one? It's because I understand, and not only that, it's because people did that for me when I was out there. When it was cold outside, hey, you want some hot chocolate? Mail carriers, in particular, have it worse than anybody else in the post office because they are the ones that's out there. And when I tell you it's not easy, it's not easy. Listen, my heart go out to this lady and her family. And like that one guy on the video was talking about, the one thing that she didn't do was make it back home. That's the goal every day. And I hate that I heard this thing happen. It brought back so many trigger moments through March. It's not even funny because, like I said, if you're not out there and you're not doing it, it's like you on your own. It's like you against the world when you're out there. They give you like a little thing of mace or something. What is mace gonna do up against a gun? You know what I'm saying? And you're not supposed to carry a weapon and all of these other things. Like, that was in 2005 when I did it. Of course, this is 24. Maybe some things changed. I don't know. I can only speak based on, but it was rough back then. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I just, oh my God, my heart go out to that family because, man, that was so sad. Such a sad day and time, and all she was doing her job.
Mm-hmm. Well, these are, as I said, Kenny Nicole, the perfect victims are the ones that go to work, law-abiding citizens, go to church, family people about family, because they know that most of us as law-abiding citizens, we're not walking around here with no gun ready to shoot, kill nobody. We're not into all that. So we just going about everyday life. You know, I want to say this too. I seen two young black men last night. I was on 79th and right by the old Leon's, right before Stony Island. A lot of you guys know. Two young brothers. I couldn't see their face. They had, both of them had hoodies on, and they had a mask on. And it was dark, people. And I'm sitting in my car and I'm looking and I'm watching. I'm praying. I said, Lord, please, if they start shooting, no, don't let them get me. You know, because I know these young folks can't shoot. They got to shoot 30 and 40 times, 30, 40 rounds before they hit their target. And I knew they wasn't coming to pray. And they was looking, they looked up, and when I made a phone call to my buddy, he said they had already been up there shooting like about 2 or 3 hours before that. Didn't nobody get hit. So I was right on it. So listen, I was right on it. So what I'm saying is young people, if you're listening to me, and I'm talking to the young people, parents, you make sure your young person listen to what I'm saying, or you tell them. If you're out there arguing with people on social media, fighting with them, arguing with them, whatever you're doing, if they can't get you, guess who they're getting? They're getting the next of kin. That's either your mother, your brother, your uncle, your father. They're getting you. Trust me. That's always have happened, but it's more so we're going to see more and more of that now. So people, they tired of people throwing bricks, throwing stones, and hiding their hand. So, okay, since you hide, we know you hide. We know you ain't on the block. But guess what? I know where your mama work at. I know where your father work at. I know where your sister go to school at. So I'm gonna get her. And this is what we seeing, people. This is what we're witnessing. A lot of these crimes are not the victims. They haven't done anything. They just living, doing what they're supposed to do. But a lot of these crimes that we see, that a lot of these victims are being shot, is because of some of their children. And it's real talk, people. So young people, you out there talking slick on the internet to your best friend. Y'all used to be best friends. He know everything about you. He know your mother. He know your father. He know your sister. He know your cousin. He know where you be at. And if he can't get you, you know the next target. Real talk. They send a message. All this lip boxing on social media. Do you listen? Do you realize, people, listen to me. Do you realize how many people have been killed because of social media beef? I mean, really killed. It's an ongoing process. The Chicago police cannot be on every corner. If any one of us right now decide to go shoot up a mall area or a bus terminal, the police have no way of knowing. They can't read everybody's mind or what type of crime that you're going to do. They have no way of knowing. The police can't be everywhere. But what we can do, people, we can rally behind the postal workers and ask for security. They need security. They need it, especially in some of these areas.
Martin, can I say something?
Yes, go ahead.
Another thing that I thought about, and again, I'm talking about 2005. I saw a young lady, she posted that a lot of the stuff that I mentioned is still happening now. One thing that I will say as a rebuttal to what Ms. Helen said, when I carry mail, they had checks that were sitting there, and we had a certain day that we had to deliver those checks. Now, you got to figure, I work in a different realm now, but you have elderly people and you have some other people that just don't like to fool with banking. And so you do have people that on the 1st, the 3rd, the whatever Wednesday, they are getting those checks in the mail, and people know that. Yes, it's direct deposit everywhere, but you still have people that get those paper checks in their hand that comes in the mail. People know that, and so we definitely have to rally around those postal people, because unfortunately, this thing could happen every time. We don't know if it was retaliation, if it was somebody trying to get it. We don't know.
No, we do know. We do know. We do know. We do know. Ain't no, we don't know. We do know, Kena. We know what's going on. We know that postal woman didn't bother nobody, and we know they wasn't trying to rob her. If you're trying to rob somebody, you're not going to shoot no 11 times, period. We know. Trust me. I'm going to be honest with you. If you're trying to rob somebody, you're not going to shoot them that many times. Come on, that's personal. That's the nature of that crime. You could just look at that. That's personal. That wasn't no robbery. Come on. People do have checks. I'm going to tell you, the most people that rob postal workers, you know what they rob them for? They rob them for that key. Kena, you know that key? You was a postal woman. Yeah. I was a postal man. That key.
That key cover a whole.
Thank you. Yeah. That key is what they want more so than the money. the check, the paper check. It's the key that's valuable. You could lose your job as a postal worker. You lose that key.
Yeah, you can.
And listen, you know they don't play about that key and the registered mail. Those two, you do not play with in the post office. I worked at the post office, so I know I'm very familiar with it. I drove a truck, so I'm familiar with it. So that key right there, man, you lose that key, you're going to have some problems. So if they didn't take the key from her, you know it wasn't robbery. That's what most people, most postal workers, some that get robbed is for that key. They need that key. Come on now. That's real talk. So we know that's personal. There wasn't no robbery. I'm telling you, the streets talk out here, people. And I know what the streets are saying. We may not, listen, we might not be able to prove it, but we know, listen, we know what the streets are saying. And we live in a day and age, Kenny Nicole, where these young people, they'll go kill somebody and get right on social media. That's why your mama dead. And, you know, they'll tell a crime.
Right.
We live in a day and time, Kenny Nicole, where people will video themselves shooting and killing somebody. Anything for likes, anything for fame, attention. And y'all know I'm not lying. We living in an era where people don't care. It don't have to be at nighttime for them to shoot and kill you. But I'm going to tell y'all this. Right. I'm not going to allow a bunch of young folks running around here shooting up, killing people, and having us afraid to go outside where we paying taxes at. That's unreal. That is unreal. A lot of us as adults and grandmothers and grandfathers and as parents, we're afraid to go somewhere. We're afraid to go outside.
Hey, Mark.
Yes, go ahead, Helen.
Mark, and you're absolutely right. People are afraid to, go outside. When the whole city and the whole world was shut down, Mark, I would be the only one outside. I remember I got on just a short story. I got on the damn ramp, right? So I'm driving on the damn ramp. I had to get off of the damn ramp because it was just like it was the end of the world because nobody was out. Like I was the only one that was out driving around, because cabin fever is real, right?
Mm-hmm.
But now when the world opened back up, like I said, hey, I was raised in Inglewood. My daughter was raised in Inglewood. And I go out. I pick my places where I go. And I think that's the same young lady that she's on now. She was on when she was talking about the environment, right?
Right.
The last call and a call before that. I believe it's the same lady, a young lady.
Yes, sir.
He was talking about on another show when he was talking about picking your partner and how you keep picking the partners in the same environment so you keep getting what you get, right?
Right.
So I said all that to say when I go out different environments. See, I still have friends in Inglewood. I still have connections in Inglewood. But I'm not going in Inglewood. Why? Because I choose to go into different environments. I don't have to hang in Inglewood. Still have ties there. I go over there. I hey, this, that, another, and then I leave. I go over friends' house who have sons. And if they come over there with a bunch of their friends, I'm gone. And, we have to be real critical and protective of our lives.
Mm-hmm.
We just have to do that. We have to be vigilant. We have to know the environment that we are going in to socialize in. I'm sorry, people. That's just what we have to do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not trying to lose my life. After all the other times that my life was spared, get where I am today.
Go ahead, Marcus.
Just to piggyback on what you said, you know there was a shooting at the Cineon
Mm-hmm.
all class reunion. I'm just trying to understand this. Why can't people have a good time for city? We've been having nights where people get out. We don't have a long summer. We have a long winter and we do a long summer. Why can't we just enjoy ourselves? Like there are some neighborhoods in this city that don't do that. They're up north.
You got it.
They don't see it as parents. Why can't we get along? Why somebody always got to bring a gun? What is wrong with these people?
Marcus, you got to speak up. Marcus, you got to speak up.
I said I can't blame it all on parents.
Yeah, you got to speak up, Marcus.
I can't blame it all on the parents. I can't blame it on the parents. But what is wrong with these young people? Do they not have a soul or remorse? And do they not know that they're taking away their privilege to even have any type of recreation by doing what they're doing? Anytime you make a neighborhood bad, you're causing the property value to go down. You're causing other people to suffer because of your own selfish behavior. Call it mental behavior if you want to, but some of it, these people know what they're doing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they know what they're doing. And let me just say this too, guys. To all the postal workers out there, you guys have to be really safe. You have to be safe. You already have to watch out for the stray dogs, for the customer dogs, and they let the dogs loose on you and things like that. You just have to watch out. Then people walk up to you and they want to get their mail. You 2 blocks away from where they live at, and they want to get their mail early. Well, I got to be at work. I need to get my mail. You know, it's just a lot of stuff that postal workers have to, especially I'll say mail carriers, have to go through. And Keena Nicole, she described it there, and she is so correct. A lot of you guys don't know what go behind the scene. You know, so let us respect our postal workers. If we see anybody that's threatening a postal worker or bringing any harm, we need to call 911, period. Or say something. You know, if you're in a position where you know, hey, say something. No, you can't mess with the postal worker. And see, now you got the postal workers, like Marcus said, they probably don't want to deliver the mail now in certain areas because of this. And it can't happen. And black people, I mean, we allow everybody to come in our community, they get unscathed. But if you black, you're a target, period. We the only ones was born and raised here in the city of Chicago all our lives. We're afraid to go to the corner store. We're afraid to go to the gas station. We're afraid to go to the park. We're afraid to go to the lakefront because of violence. But everybody else enjoy the city. The white people enjoy the city. The Venezuelans, they enjoy the city. The Mexicans enjoy the city. The Asians, they enjoy the city. Everybody but us. We moving out of these communities. We can't stand each other. We're so envious of one another. What is wrong with us? We're sick, people. We're sick. That's the problem. We're sick. We go buy a gun to kill one another. Most of y'all go buy a gun legally or illegally. You buying it for another black person. You can't tell me I'm lying. You know I'm telling the truth. You got a black person in your mind that you want to kill if he try you. That's what you're doing. Young people right now, some of y'all riding around right now with a new gun and you ready to unload on somebody. Now that's Simeon incident that happened behind the school over there. Listen, people, I advise anybody, when the park closed, leave. Do not hang around after hours. It's dangerous. I would have never been in no park at 12, 11, 12, 1 o'clock in the morning. I would never, nah. Knowing what I know, nah, never, people. So we have to be careful of our surroundings. And I heard that was like the after party when they went behind Simeon high school because they had one. I think they had it over on Western somewhere where they shut it down about 6 or 7 or something like that. So, and I'm gonna tell you, there are young people out here that's being paid to do certain things. There are young people out here. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sorry about this, y'all. Hold on, people calling me. Yeah, there are young people out here being paid to do certain things. So when we out here partying, barbecuing, having a good time, watch your surroundings. If you get that vibration that something finna go wrong, just pack up and leave. It's better. It's better to be safe than sorry. It's better to be safe than sorry. Better. They don't know I'm lying. Let me block my phone, y'all. Call myself putting it on silence. Okay, so we have to be careful, people. I'm not gonna sugarcoat what's going on. And listen, somebody Kip 24 you said agree. What happened to us is having self-pride and loving each other as other people. And that is so correct. Everybody, some of you guys paying a $1,500 mortgage, $1,000 mortgage, $2,500 mortgage, and you can't even enjoy the community that you live in. You're afraid of everything. You can't come outside. You got to take your garbage out a certain time of the day. You got to leave it in the house because it's too late. You don't want to come out and get it. It's something. Then we got neighbors that got cameras all around their house. But when an incident happens, nobody want to give up their video footage. They're afraid. They don't want to get involved. This is what happened, people.
Because they're afraid of being called a snitch. But this is the time to snitch because we losing our neighborhood.
Yeah, we losing it.
Venezuelans are coming over here, taking over, and now we about to get a president in the White House. Whoever gets in the White House, they're not gonna care about black people. If black people don't start caring about themselves, if these young people, this is the language they use when you try to tell them something, they don't give a F. If they don't start giving an F, there won't be a black race left at the rate they're going.
Mm-hmm. And another thing for future references, people, make sure you hand your mail lady or your mailman sandwiches, some or water, coffee, and let them know that you got their back. If they see anything, you be first one to call the police. We need that. We need that. All right. Anybody else want to say anything about our dear sister Octavia? We're going to go to the next subject. We're going to go to the police shooting. We're going to go into that next, to the next segment, to that. Anybody else want to say anything about this while we're here? Nobody else? Okay. We're going to go to the next segment of the program, and I'm going to get this... I'm going to take that off, and I'm going to go to the screen sharing. We're going to put up, it was a young lady that got killed by police in Springfield. And y'all know it's the same old thing. The same old. Y'all know how it go. It's just, they are so quick to kill us, to shoot us down. And the first thing people say, what did she do? What did she do? All right, we're going to this. Some of you guys have heard the story, but we're going to play it right here. This is live uncut. It just came out, I believe, today. And let's just sit back and listen.
They're here in my house right now. Okay, I'll let you go talk to them. No, hold on, wait a second, sir. Okay. You can hang up, Carlos. For what? You're there with the deputy, correct? No, hold on, okay?
can hang up.
For what?
Just 1 second, okay? I got some paperwork. Okay.
What's up?
I got some paperwork. Can you grab that Bible, please?
Yeah. Hey, I just need your name so we can get out of here. Was there any damage previous to your car?
Previous, yeah, it was.
Okay, what was the damage?
A dent, I believe.
What about windows?
Oh, it was something that happened earlier.
Okay, perfect. What is your last name? Shouldn't have to think about your last name. You're not in trouble. I just need to text.
Massey.
Huh?
Massey.
Do you have an ID? That'd make things so much easier. I just need shit. Just driver's license will do, and then I'll get out of your hair.
I want to show y'all my paperwork.
I will look at your paperwork.
What paperwork?
Okay. I got some paperwork.
Well, just get your ID real
Well, let's
quick.
get your ID first, and then.
One task at a time here.
Okay. Let me
Here, grab your ID for me.
Okay.
Your ID. One task at a time. So let's do an ID, and then you can dig around for your paperwork.
I don't know where my ID is.
You
Is it in that stack right there, maybe?
1 second.
Check my curve.
Let me look at this.
We don't need a fire over here.
Alright.
Watch this, people. Watch this.
Where you going?
Huh?
Where you going?
Away from your hot steaming water.
Away from my hot steaming water?
Yeah.
Oh, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus.
I
rebuke you in the name of
You better fucking not. I swear to God, I'll fucking shoot you right in your fucking face.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Drop the fucking pot! Drop the fucking pot! Drop the fucking pot!
19 shots fired,
Shots fired! Shots fired! Drop the fucking pot! Bring EMS now. We got a headshot wound to the female. Headshot wound to the female. 1078. Fuck.
I was on.
Over and over and over and
I'm gonna
over,
go get my
people.
kid.
No, headshot, bitch. She's done. You can go get it, but that's a headshot. God damn it.
This happened in Springfield, Illinois. July 6th.
Yeah, I'm not taking fucking boiling water to the fucking head. And look, it fucking came right to our feet, too. God damn it.
God damn it.
You good?
I'm good. You good?
Yeah, I'm good. What's her got? Let her fucking just...
God.
Is that what you do, man?
Fuck.
Killed a young lady. Now, listen to this, people. Let's go right back. I want y'all to notice something. She said, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. And he threatened to shoot her in the
I
face.
just need your name.
Hold on, watch this. Let's get it. Let's get that part.
One task at a time, so let's do it.
Hold on.
We don't need a fire while we're here.
Alright.
Look, watch this. Listen. Listen to this.
Where you going?
Huh?
Where you going?
Away from your hot steaming water.
Away from my hot steaming water?
Yeah.
Oh, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus.
Huh?
I rebuke you in the name of
You better fucking not. I swear to God, I'll fucking shoot you right in your fucking face.
See, didn't y'all heard him say he'll shoot her in the face? You see that? Come on, people. That's pure murder. Let me play that right back again. Pure murder. Pure murder.
Oh, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus.
Huh?
I rebuke you in the name of
You better fucking not. I swear to God, I'll fucking shoot you right in your fucking face.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Drop the fucking pot! Drop the fucking pot! Drop the fucking pot!
19 shots fired.
Shots fired!
Oh my God, people. That is so terrible. And again, my goodness. Absolutely straight murder. Black people, we can't win. We can't win with each other, and we can't win with the white folks. What's wrong with us? What's wrong with us? What is wrong with us?
Man, Martin. Martin, we in war. There's a war going on.
That video just surfaced today. These conditions in our community.
Mark,
Go ahead, Helen.
did that young lady, did she suffer from some kind of mental health?
More likely, I would say yes, but regardless, she didn't deserve that.
No, absolutely. No. I get that. No, she didn't deserve that. It was just the whole situation was just weird. Like, did he know her?
No, this it came in. It came in on the call. She had called him. Remember when? Listen to this. She when they first came in there, it was a call because she was on the phone with the 911 people. Watch this. When he first came in, listen to this. She on the phone, bro. Watch it. We got a lot of callers, bro. Come on, listen to this, y'all. Watch this. Listen, she's on the phone. She wasn't on the phone. You look at her house. She probably some mental illness. I was saying that too.
Yeah.
Hello? Yeah, I need I got the sheriff department here.
See, she on the phone.
For help from y'all. They're here in my house right now.
Okay, I'll let you go and talk to them.
No, hold on, wait a second, sir.
You can hang up, Codwell. It's good.
See, she on the phone with the cops now.
No, hold on, okay?
You can hang up. For what?
Just 1 second, okay?
Okay, we're gonna take some callers right now. We're gonna hold it right there. Okay, we have a 36.99. Then I believe we have my partner next after that. 36.99. Go ahead, caller. Go ahead, caller.
Hey, Martin.
Hey.
So I watched this, and I watched it several times earlier today, and it's two things that stand out to me about that video. The first thing is that Sonia, when he asked for her name, and she paused, she was saying he antagonized her and said, "You don't know your name? Do you have ID?" She said, "I can show you my papers." She had some type of paperwork to say that she had some type of illness, mental illness. That's why she said, "I can show you my paperwork." She was having some type of episode. The second thing that stood out to me in that video is when she was standing at the sink, and she said to the officer, "I'm going to rebuke you in the name of Jesus." That triggered that officer. That's when he went off and told her, "I'm going to shoot you in your effing face." Okay? So she didn't do anything wrong. He got mad. He was like a demon that had been triggered when she said, "I'm going to rebuke you in the name of Jesus." Even after the shooting, when he went outside, he knew he had messed up. His hand was shaking in his cam video. And when the other officers got on the scene, he said, "That crazy B." He called her out her name. That lady is in there dying. And he had the audacity, the unmitigated gall to call her out of her name while she was laying there dying. This man is a monster. He's a monster. And he's evil. He's evil. And he shouldn't even be a police officer. He just caught a DUI, and he had he's worked at 6 different police departments in less than a year. They knew it was something wrong with him. He can't stay nowhere. Nowhere. Can't stay employed at no police department. He has issues.
He killed her in cold-blooded. Cold-blooded.
He killed her in cold blood. And he set her up. I'm going to say that too. Because if a person was in their right mind, they would have never said, "I'm going to take."
Hold it, caller. Hold it, caller. I need everybody to put your phone on mute until I call on you. Please put your phone on mute until I call on you. Everybody, I need you to put your phone on mute until I call on you. I'm going next. I got a Vera on next. She's next. Go 36.99. Go ahead.
And so it's not. Usually, if an officer, anybody that lives in the house says, "We're not gonna say take that pot off the stove," we'll say cut the pot off. So that right there shows you that even after he told her to take the pot off the stove, that's not a normal reaction. No one would take a pot off the stove. We might move it to an eye that hadn't been on, but we're not going to pick the pot up and take it off the stove. So she was not in her right mind, and he knew it. And he knew it. And they were antagonizing her. They were antagonizing that lady. They knew it wasn't something right. That's why he called for medical crisis or whatever he called for. He knew it was something wrong. And he set her up. He set her up. Once he told her, and he said, "Don't you throw that hot water on me." He was more than 10 to 12 feet away. When you look at the video, she's standing at the counter. The pot is red. He lied and said she threw the pot at me. No, actually, you shot her in her eye, and she dropped the pot. She dropped it because he shot her. He's a liar. She never was a threat at all, and they know it.
And also,
his partner's dad was off too.
Yeah, he told her that he was going to shoot her in the face, and he did it too.
Yes, he did. Right before. Yes, he did. He said, "I'll shoot you in your effing face." Yes, he did. Shot at her 3 times, and 1 shot went in her eye. So he knew exactly what he was doing. He's low down.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he's walking around with a colostomy bag on now, and he trying to get the court to have pity on him, talking about he has colon cancer. So he really don't have nothing to lose. He don't care anyway. He know he's gonna die. He don't care. He wanted to take one for the team before he got up out of here. He knew exactly what he was doing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. Okay, we're gonna go to Vera. Vera next. Okay, thank you, Sharice. Hold on. Hey, Vera, live, uncut, unedited. This is my partner, y'all.
Hey, what's going on, partner?
Hey.
You know what? Hey. I was trying to unsee this video, but I can't unsee what I see.
Okay. Well, listen. Let me play it again real quick, and you can watch it. I'm gonna play it again. Okay.
No.
Well, go ahead.
I seen it. You can play it again, but I seen it.
Okay.
I just said I can't unsee it because I've already seen it. Yeah, I just seen it. And what I was getting ready to say, and I'm gonna be real quick, is that just think it not strange that lady knew she was in harm's way. She knew that she was under a demonic attack when those officers, sheriff, was in her house. She asked the police officer to stay on the line with me. The guy told her that he could hang up, told him that he could hang up. But she said, "Stay on with me." I also asked her ask for her Bible because she was just trying to get some sense of God, where you at. And then when that lady asked and said, "I rebuke you," she knew what she saw, and he said, "You better not." And then she said, "Oh, I'm sorry. When I say that we are experiencing demonic warfare right in our faces, and I don't care if she had mental illness or whatever she had going on, that was a spiritual attack, and we witnessed it. And guess what? If you think that man is sorry or he has any sense of remorse for what he did, the agenda went out exactly like it was supposed to go out as far as they are concerned. But I am so glad that we serve a God that sit high and look low. So to the family members and to whoever, that they even be under the sound of my voice, this is the time for us to learn as a people. And I'm not even going to show a race card, but you better start with your own first. You better take care of home first. You got to learn how to love each other first. If it ain't never been a time for love, unity, to reconcile all of your petty differences, and talking about teamwork, making the dream work, this is the time for it. And again, whoever you can connect with in love, peace, and harmony, this is it. This is it.
Mm-hmm. Let's watch it again. Hold on, partner. Hold it, partner. Let's watch it again real quick. Yeah, watch this real quick. Hold on. Hold it, partner. You can resume. I want to...
They're here in my house right now.
She's talking to police.
No, hold on. Wait a second, sir.
You can hang up, Cotton. That's good.
For what? You're there with the deputy, correct?
No, hold on, okay?
You can hang up.
Just 1 second, okay?
Yes, please check it out.
Okay.
What's up?
I got some paperwork. Can you grab that Bible, please?
Yeah. Hey, I just need your name so we can get out of here. Was there any damage previous to your car?
Previous, yeah, it
Okay,
was.
what was the damage?
A dent, I believe.
Well, what about windows?
Oh, it was something that happened earlier.
Okay, perfect. What is your last name? Shouldn't have to think about your last name.
Okay.
You're not in trouble. I just need to text.
Massey.
Huh?
Massey.
Yeah. You have an ID? That'd make things so much easier. I just need just driver's license will do, and then I'll get out of your hair.
I want to show y'all my paperwork.
I will.
What?
She looked at him. Look at her body language.
Just get your ID.
Well, let's get your ID first, and then.
One task at a time here.
Okay, let me
Here,
find
grab your ID for me.
Okay.
Your ID. One task at a time. So let's do an ID, and then you can dig around for your paperwork.
I don't know where my ID is.
Is that in that stack right there, maybe?
1 second.
Just check on her.
I need this.
We don't need a fire while we're here.
Right. Let me see.
Watch.
Okay.
Huh?
Where you going?
Away from your hot steaming water.
Away from my hot steaming water?
Yeah.
Oh, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus.
Huh?
Rebuke you in the name of
You better fucking not. I swear to God, I'll fucking shoot you right in your fucking face.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Drop the fucking pot! Drop the fucking pot! Drop the fucking pot!
19 shots fired.
Shots fired! Shots fired! Drop the fucking pot! Bring EMS now. We got a headshot wound to the female. Headshot wound to the
I'm gonna show
female.
y'all another part. I believe it was around 18 when he was talking. Listen to this. What he said. What happened? Hold on. Let's see this.
Alright. I'm not even gonna waste my med stuff then.
Listen, people.
Run down real quick. Nope, not yet. Alright. House is clear. She was the only one.
Listen.
No, she had boiling water and came at me with boiling water. You shot?
Now hold that. He said she had boiling water and he came after him. Let me play that again.
Yeah.
Hold on. Listen, people, listen.
You wanna run down real quick?
Yeah.
Nope, not yet. Alright. House is clear. She was the only one.
Where's the gun?
No, she had boiling water and came at me with boiling water.
You shot her?
Yeah. She said she was going to rebuke me in the name of Jesus and came at me with boiling water. That's what all this is. I'm standing right here. Alright. That's what she's landed.
One more time. He did ask her where the gun. The officer did ask her where the gun. Wasn't no gun.
Yeah. Alright. I'm not even going to waste my med stuff then.
Listen.
You want to run down real quick? Nope, not yet. Alright. House is clear. She was the only one.
Where's the gun?
Right there, he asked her, where's the gun? There's no justification of him shooting that young lady. Go ahead, Vera. Go ahead. My goodness. Sickening.
You know what, Mark? I think, you know what, bottom clear as day. I was trying to see what that tattoo was that was on his arm.
Yeah.
That was on the other officer's arm. But you know what? I don't have any words. I said what I said.
Okay.
Now is the time that, you know, we just got to learn how to love, unity, and whatever petty differences we have, you know, with our brothers and sisters, you got to put them aside because we can't keep killing each other and downing each other, and then because we had a war with self, because we on the war. We can't be in the war on the inside and the outside. You know, we gotta tap into our higher self. That lady, if you can't tell me that she did not see the demonic attack and that was not warfare. She spotted them demons. She spotted what was happening, and again, she was reaching out and, you know, saying, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. But guess what? She didn't get a chance to do it.
That lady seen that spirits on them.
She seen it. She seen it. She was she was asking, stay out here with me. Help me.
Mm-hmm.
She saw it.
She was so discombobulated. And when you know when you have entered into the company of those lower spirits, you know that energy when
Preach,
you see
sister.
it, you know that face when you see it, you know what it looks like. Because when you connect it, see, sometimes they say it's mental illness when you have gifts and when you have vision and when you can see. They call it mental illness. But I tell you what I call it. I call it being able to call it like you see it. And guess what? Again, the agenda has been set. This ain't nothing. It ain't nothing new under the sun. The real question is, what are we going to do? And when I say what are we going to do, I'm talking about how are you going to love the people on the inside of your house better? How are you going to love your brothers and your sisters better? How are we going to stop, all of the warfare and the stuff that's on our watch? Because see, that when we see something like this, that blood ain't just on those being hands that did it. It's for the ones that's called to pray and to be warriors in the middle of the night. I call it the 3 a.m. call. Well, what are you doing when you get that strange wake up and it's 3 o'clock a.m.? It's time to get up and start praying and warring so that we can. That we ain't wrestling against flesh and blood, but against spiritual wickedness and principalities. But I ain't gonna preach on here, Martin. I'm gonna put my phone on mute. Thank you for doing what you're doing. I've never seen this. I don't know when it happened, but I can't unsee what I see.
July 6th.
But I can be a better me because I've seen it, and I can do things to help other people and to improve me. Because those none of it, that lady, what happened to her, you can't tell me. We can't make it make sense. She was not disrespectful. She was not cursing. She was not, doing any of that stuff. Now, what we have to do is either teach our children. We have to learn how to even tone ourselves down too. We have to learn how to do that, to stay in that place. Because what's gonna happen is gonna happen. What's gonna happen is already gonna happen. I believe that wholeheartedly.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm done. I'm done.
Mm-hmm. And the officer said that she came at him with a pot boiling water. He lied. See, I'm gonna tell y'all people, we living in a society where black people don't count. How can you go and shoot a man that's asleep and kill him, and you let the officers off? You don't see nothing wrong with it. Only in America toward black people. Black people, your value is low to white people. Really. This is not right, people. This is not right. And if black people, we don't learn how to love ourselves first, then love each other, we are in trouble. Look at the Chinese people. America dropped all them bombs over on them. And look how well they doing. You don't hear them calling white people blue-eyed devils and all that. But they went to war with America on the economy. They learned everything. They bought stuff. Listen, that's how black people, we can go to war on America. Spending our money with each other, trade with those who trade with you, and loving on each other. And when we are not so quick to pull a gun on one another, this would help us, people. There's no excuse. Put your phones on mute, please. Phones on mute. Thank you. There's no excuse for this type of behavior. Anybody with any sense knew that probably was some type of mental illness going on. She felt uncomfortable, even if it wasn't no mental illness. She felt uncomfortable. That's why she wanted to stay on the phone with the 911 people. She's seen it.
Yeah.
She told.
This partner.
Go ahead, partner.
I was getting ready to say, I respect everything that you're saying. I just want to be clear. I'm talking about the war between good and evil. That's where I'm coming from. It's a war between good and evil. And I just wanted to stick that pin there. And I understand what you're saying, but I just wanted to be clear on what I was saying.
Mm-hmm. That's cool. Well, I'm saying that was the devil in her house. That was. And she recognized the devil, the demonic spirit. Put your phones on mute, please. Put your phone on mute. I hear too much static in the background. Phones on mute. Thank you. Until I call in. Somebody just said something? Okay.
I said, that's right, Martin.
Yeah.
She saw it.
Yeah.
That's why she said, I'm going to rebuke you in the name of Jesus. She saw it. And when she said that, that triggered that demon. He killed that woman.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. She saw that demon. He knew it.
You bet not.
Yeah. And told him, I'm going to shoot you in your effing face. And he did that too. He got highly upset because she rebuked that spirit. Because she's seen that spirit trying to rise up. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. I think Bill is on here. Go ahead, Bill. Bill.
Hey.
Hey, go ahead.
Hey, everybody. What's going on, Martin?
Hey.
I agree with everybody on the panel. She saw the demon, recognized it, and this is a prime example of it's a spiritual warfare. Undeniably. The only thing, two things, just like the world was in denial, especially America, about the racism, and it came out during the pandemic with all the police killing black people, especially George Floyd. But in this case, I'm a firm believer in the Most High. And he allowed this to happen because the Most High ain't gonna come up short without a reason. And she rebuked him in the name of Jesus. But it was live and uncut on video. We took a L, we took a loss, but we seen it. Real demons in that lady house that look like us, or look like people, should I say. And I've been saying for a long time, race soldiers' strongest toehold is in law enforcement. That's their strongest toehold. And that demon been sitting back, going in meetings, clan meetings, or whatever, tucking up all of that stuff, and she saw it on him. And if he could shoot her, tell her he was gonna shoot her in her face, he could have shot her in her leg or arm, because your abdomen and your lower extremities of your body is way larger than your head.
Bill, he didn't have no business pulling his gun. Bill, he didn't have no business pulling his gun out. There was no threat, period.
No.
We didn't even want to go. It was no threat, none. You could clearly hear the lady and see her pouring the water. Well, you could hear her pouring the water in the sink. You could hear it. You can hear.
And the fact that this woman was on the phone with the police for 911 on 911, because you definitely couldn't mistake her as an intruder. Not the way she was dressed, and she's on the phone with 911. They had that out to happen anyway with the issues that Mr. Man got. And I heard, I believe, Sharif say that he had worked for 6 different departments in the past year or two or whatever. That's a bad sign, because the blue protect the blue. If they don't protect you and want to get rid of you, you're a problem.
Mm-hmm.
And he's a demon. He's a demon.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I got to say.
Yeah. And
we're gonna rewatch it again, people, one more time for those that came in late, and so you can see what's going on. This is the second segment part of our. That's her phone ringing. That's 911 calling back.
Hello? Yeah, I need, I got the sheriff department here, but I was calling for help from y'all. They're here in my house right now.
Okay, I'll let you go. You talk to them.
No, hold on, wait a second, sir.
You can hang up, Cotton. That's good.
No, hold on, okay?
You can hang up. For what?
Just 1 second, okay?
What's up?
I got some paperwork. Can you grab that Bible, please?
Yeah. Hey, I just need your name so we can get out of here. Was there any damage previous to your car?
Previous, yeah, it was.
Okay, what was the damage?
A dent, I believe.
What about windows?
Oh, it was something that happened earlier.
Okay, perfect. What is your last name? Shouldn't have to think about your last name. You're not in trouble. I just need to touch.
Massey.
Massey. Do you have an ID? That'd make things so much easier. I just need just driver's license will do, and I'll get out of your hair.
I want to show y'all my paperwork.
I will get your paperwork.
What paperwork?
Okay. I got some paperwork.
Well, just get your ID.
Well, let's get your ID first, and then.
One task at a time here.
Okay. Let me
Here, grab your ID for me.
Okay.
Your ID. One task at a time. So let's do an ID, and then you can dig around for your paperwork.
I don't know where my ID is.
You got that stack right there, maybe?
Okay. 1 second.
Check on curve.
Let me get this.
We don't need a fire while we're here.
All right.
Now watch her. Listen, get the water pull.
Where you going?
Away from your hot steaming water.
Away from my hot steaming water?
Yeah.
Oh, I would rebuke you in the name of Jesus.
I
Rebuke you in the name of
You better fucking hide. I swear to God, I'll fucking shoot you right in your fucking face.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Drop the fucking pot! Drop the fucking pot!
There was no reason for him to shoot.
Shots fired! Shots fired! Drop the fucking pot!
There's no reason for her to shoot her like that.
Bring
No
this
reason.
now. We got a headshot wound to the female.
You already know what it is. This is the Crime Chaser. Live, unedited, uncut. You already know what it is.
There's no reason for him to shoot her like that. Did y'all see that? No reason for him to shoot her like that. Zero threat.
Hey, Martin.
Yes.
If he didn't have intent, your natural response to somebody that would have some boiling water would be to step back instead of towards them. If you didn't have intentions of doing something to him.
Mm-hmm.
He had intent when he got there.
Yeah.
They don't care about black people. They don't value black life. They come on the force with this. Black people are all criminals. And yet they do more dirt than any race on the face of this earth. They're the thieves and the savages and all of that. And I'm not racist, but those people do more dirt than any other race on the face of this earth. They're a bunch of thieves. Everything that they are living off of, they stole from other people. And that's the honest to God truth. And they get on the police
Tell the
force
truth
and ride through our neighborhood
and shame
just like
the
them.
devil.
They'll kiss their dog in the mouth and lick off the same ice cream cone as they cat and got the nerve to talk about black people. I just got a call for what it is, Mark. That angers me.
Yeah.
That could have been my sister or anybody. That would anger you. And it's gonna come a time that people are gonna be fed up, and they're gonna be the ones coming back in body bags because people are sick of them getting off. They sick of these trials going on for months and years, only for them to get a slap on the wrist and they get off. They get sick of it. You kick a dog, a friendly dog, eventually that dog gonna bite the hell out of you when it bites. I'm sorry for cursing on your shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
I'm angry when I see something like that. And it's still going on. It's been going on forever. And it's still going on. And what gives them the right to tell anybody else how to live? All these races is going to come against that one race. And they know it. It's coming. They trying to go.
Shot that one. He told he was going to shoot in the face. Shot her right in the eye.
Yeah,
that was no threat, y'all. No threat, none whatsoever. It's sad. Pure racism.
These young people talk about ops. Those are the real ops.
Yeah.
Them your real ops. But you let them come in your neighborhood and set up shop and do what they want to. You'll rob your own brother and sister.
Well, good thing about it, he got fired and I heard he's arrested.
Yeah. Well, I hope they put him in general population so he can get what's coming for him. And not POC.
This is bogus, people. You can't justify this at all. There's no threat. No threat. Make sure you guys share this video. Share this video. My family, my heart goes out to the family, to the Massey family, to her family. I believe her name was Sonia, first name. She was so nervous. She couldn't even think of her name. She was so nervous. Race soldiers. That's what that is, people. That's crazy. Well, we're going to end it right here. Anybody want to say anything else before we get off live? Any comments? Sharice, anything? Bill?
Ain't nothing to say right now.
I know it. The video speaks for itself. It speaks for itself. This is live, uncut, unedited. Let's read some of these comments. Yeah, it could have been my sister too, but you were asked your name without an ID. She don't know her name. Then she give them information they wanted and went to the kitchen to boil hot water, and the cops ain't supposed to protect themselves. What? Stacy, you need to call in. You don't know what's going on, Stacy. You must have watched the video. There was no threat, Stacy. Stacy doing good, Samuels. You on Facebook? Call in 872-299-0808. Stacy, I give you a personal invite. Stacy doing good, Samuels. 872-299-0808. Call in. You must not have been watching the same video we watching. Call in.
Give them a few minutes of fame.
Yeah. Call in. I'm glad I read this. Where did you come on? Call in. I'm waiting on you to call. Stacy, I need you to call. Stacy Samuels. Call in. This is live, uncut, unedited. What was the threat? Play the video. I'm waiting on you to call. There she is in the kitchen right there. Look at it. Look at her.
Huh?
Where you going?
Away from your hot steaming water.
Away from my hot steaming water?
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna puke you in the name of Jesus.
Huh?
Puke you in the name of
You better fucking not. I swear to God, I'll fucking shoot you right in your fucking face.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Drop the fucking pot! Drop the fucking pot!
Not only she got down and shot her.
Drop the fucking pot!
19 shots fired.
Shots fired! Shots!
All right, we got a new call. I hope this is Stacy. I mean, come on, 8119. Come on, caller.
No, this ain't Stacy, but I just want to point out that, yeah, she knew something was up because it came from the father. That's why she knew what time it was. When he said that he'll shoot in the face, I want y'all to pay attention to something too. She put the pot up in front of her face. She knew he wanted to shoot in the face.
Let me go back and look at that. You're probably right. Let's see.
She knew that. And I'm gonna give y'all another sign and symbol too. Notice she
You better
got
fucking not. I swear to God, I'll fucking shoot you right in your fucking face.
Yeah, hold on.
Drop the fucking top.
The fucking
Yeah, she did put it in her face. Yeah. Right.
19 shots fired.
You're right, brother. I didn't even see that. Notice that.
Drop the fucking pop.
You're right, brother. I didn't even see that. Mm-hmm.
She put and how she got the pot turned to block her face is you can see the circle. Like when you first played it, you paused it at the right spot where you saw a circle over her face. When the lady was on the phone, say the pot was red, so you can see that it's a circle around her face that's red. So if the pot is angled in that direction, which I figure too, when she went to the sink, she pulled the water out. And then her other water running as well.
Right.
You see, so it wasn't nothing in the pot. He wanted to shoot her in the face, and she knew it because the father told her so. And that's why she represented in white as purity to show us what these people think and feel and how they treat us.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all need to pay attention to the signs and symbols. That's a message from the Father to us. Stop playing games.
I said it's a
19 shots fired.
Shots fired. Shots fired. Also,
drop the fucking pop.
Go ahead.
There's no way he would win. The devil is not going to win.
Bring in this now. We got a headshot
with
the female. Headshot with the female.
He allowing us to see this live and live in color.
Mm-hmm. Say it, Bill.
For the very people that supposed to protect us, those are the same spirits that's in our neighborhoods that's been regulating for decades, for centuries. Because that's an old spirit.
Mm-hmm.
It was around, it created Jim Crow.
He put the drugs and the guns and all of that in our neighborhood. He did that. Those people are demonic. I mean, we got to start telling the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Farrakhan was right, said that they're the devil. They are
That
demonic.
spirit-
We don't sit up in labs and make up ways to kill people, but they do. That's demonic.
That spirit in him goes back. That's the one that created Jim Crow. It was here a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And God put it on display for us to see it. For the world.
But God gonna destroy people. He gonna destroy them. And they know they about to be destroyed. They trying to stop it by building rockets to go to a different planet. That stuff ain't gonna work. You done told us it's gonna work. They not having power with God. White man thinks he's God, but he is not God.
Let me put up the phone number. Hold on, you guys. I'm gonna put up the phone number. All right, the telephone number 872. I'm gonna put it up right there on the screen. Y'all guys can call in. Go ahead, y'all can continue to talk. Call in. That's the call-in numbers.
I'm saying the white man thinks he's God. He ain't God. He needs to quit trying to play God. Any of them feel that way. That listen, quit trying to play God. You cannot box with God. He shows you all the time that you can't box with. This country would be nothing if it wasn't for black people.
Hold on, Marcus.
Other people along with black people.
Hold on, Marcus. Stacy said you don't want me to call in. Call in, Stacy. I want you to call in. The number on the screen, I want you to call in. Matter of fact, I dare you to call in. Prove your point to me. I want you to call in. Stacy Doing Good Samuels. Whoever you are, call in. Because I'm going to tell the truth. And what? And shame the devil. There was no threat. Come on, call in, Stacy. The number on the screen. Call in. Call in. I wanted to call in. I'm gonna make you famous tonight. I'm gonna make you famous. You're gonna gain some new followers tonight. I welcome you to call in. Mm-hmm. All right, we got our 6557. Go ahead, caller.
Hey, Martin, it's Keenan.
Hey, Keenan, go ahead.
Okay, so I'm looking at this video. I'm not gonna bash nobody. Like, I don't understand where Stacey coming from. I really don't. But what I will say is, from with and without my glasses on, I'm looking at the beginning and the ending of the video. This lady looks like terrified. And I don't know. I just want everybody to think about this one thing. I'm sure everybody had this happen at least once in their life. Have you ever had a situation where you were like so spooked about anything that you couldn't even remember the simplest task, like what is my name? What is my phone number? Stuff that you know on a daily basis that you recite countless times that you don't even have to think about. It was something going on. I can't even imagine how she was feeling. That aura in that room, it was something, because she did not want to get off the phone. You understand? She knew. She knew.
Yeah.
And I mean, like Marcia said, it could have been one of my aunties or big sis. I don't know, but she knew.
Yeah.
Something was not right.
Hold it, Keenan Cole. We got a call. I hope this Stacey. Hold it. Come on, 2241. Come on, Stacey. Talk to me. Talk to me.
So my thing for the whole thing, this video is all over Facebook, all over everywhere, on every platform. I'm not racist or whatever that lady is calling me. That part right there, we don't start right there. Forget the video.
No. Hold it. No, let's focus on the video. No, that we could
point to my thing.
No, because I don't care about what people say. Saying
I can't explain it the way I want to explain it. I won't explain it at all. They're very disrespectful on the post alone.
I'm listening. Don't worry about what the people said. Listen, I'm going by what you said on the post. I'm not worried about what the other people saying. I'm going by what you said.
It wasn't racist at all. That's what I said. It wasn't racist at all. That lady couldn't tell the man his name. She couldn't find her information. Yeah, maybe she was scared. That may be true. But then you get right up and then don't still do the stuff they ask you to do, give your ID, and while you go to a pot of boiling hot water. Yeah, the police are going to defend themselves. I'm not saying what they did was right. I'm just saying maybe they should have shot her in the leg and not the arm.
Okay, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Did you see any threat?
Yeah.
Did you see a threat in that video?
Yes, when you walk to your stove with fire and a boiling pot of hot water, what if she'd have threw that on him?
Did she do it? Hold on. Did she do it?
They could shoot her. No, but listen.
No, hold on. Let's stick with the facts. Hold on. Let's stick with the facts. Let's go. All we got to go about. Stacy. Let's go. Did you?
Like you and me.
Stacy. Now, Stacy.
If you got a pot of water
Stacy.
and I got a gun,
you gonna let me talk, Stacy?
Stacy,
are you gonna let me talk?
I'm shutting up.
Thank you. I ain't tell you to shut up, but thank you. Now listen, let's walk through the video. We're gonna walk. We ain't gonna what if. We're gonna go about what we see in the video. Ain't no what if. We ain't going about no what if. No what if. Now,
but these ain't street people. This is a authority.
Sister, you said you're black, right? We're gonna look at the video. We can't go by. Well, hold on. We can't go by what if. Let's look at the video and see what we see. Now let's watch it. Watch it.
Yeah.
I can't watch it. I'm on my phone.
Okay.
I didn't watch it 12 times.
Okay. What did you see? So did you see the woman? Did the woman come toward the police? Did she throw any water?
No, but why did she go over there in the first place?
Did you watch the video? How many times did you watch the video? Didn't he point and told her in the direction?
I watched it over 20 times.
Okay. Now.
Why did she go over there? You can see in the body cam of the second dude, not the one that was right in front of her. You could see how she jumped straight up. What you jumping up for? You haven't gave the information. Okay, so they let her walk in her home. That's fine.
That's her home.
You went somewhere.
She's not in liberty walking.
Walking out to your home and you ain't finishing the stuff that I asked you for. They still don't know her name. They still ain't got her ID, and she want to do what she want to do.
And so if I come
in front of you,
listen. The authority don't have no authority over in your house. That's your house. That's your private space. The authority have
Who let
rule.
him in?
Stacy,
Didn't she let him in?
Stacy, let me say this to you. First of all, she the one called 911. They wasn't there because of her. She did a crime. Okay, she wasn't.
But none of that is on the video, so we gonna talk about.
We know. I seen. Well, I seen the whole video.
Okay, well,
the whole video.
See the whole video on
Well, no. You need to see the whole video. The video is 36 minutes long. You need to watch the whole video before you get on here and comment.
From the part you got that you're showing, that's why that's my opinion.
Okay, but you told me. But you told me you watched it 20 times. That's what you told me.
Showing the same part you're showing.
That's what you told me.
It is no other part.
It is. Well, you go to Facebook. Well, let me help you out. Go to Facebook and type in Sonia Massey. Okay? You go in there, type in that, and I guarantee you'll see the video in its entirety. Okay? And your thinking will be different. Okay? But hold on, I don't go nowhere, but let me take these few little callers. Stay there. You're my special guest. 9207. Come on, caller. 9207.
Hey, Mark.
Hey, how you doing?
Martin, this is Marion.
Hey, Marion.
I believe that the police are trained to shoot and kill us.
Okay.
Because
I agree.
if they was not, they could have tased her or shot her in the leg.
But ma'am, they have no reason. Ma'am.
But I'm just
No, ain't no. Listen, ma'am. Quit making something that's not there. They had no right to even use force. That wasn't a threat. That's what I want you black people to see. There was no threat. So it didn't have to be no shooting in no leg or no taser. There was no need. There was no need for none of that.
It's a lot of times, it has not been, I'm talking, whoever that is, I'm not done talking.
Go ahead, ma'am. Go ahead.
I have the floor. I know that there was no need for any type of force. What I'm saying is to prove my point that they are taught to shoot and kill us down like we're animals in the street because they are bypassing. Even if it's a threat, they are bypassing it. They are not, even if it's a threat, they are not doing a protocol even when it's a threat. It was no threat. She was no threat to them. They had no business doing anything to them. That's what I'm using. That's what I'm telling people. I am fearful of even calling the police. If somebody's breaking in my house, they have me to the point where I don't even want to call you for help. Because instead of doing something about the person that's breaking into my house, I'm going to pay with my life. And that's sad to me. That's my point. That is very sad to me. We are targets. We are, as women and children, are targets, especially women, because we are birthing. We are carrying the children for 9 months and bringing them into the world. That's why they are targeting the women. That's why we are the targets. And the Bible, the word says that we will be an oppressed people because we have been a disobedient people. But God is going to deal with the oppressors worse than he is dealing with us. That's why they're going to jail now more. That's why they're not getting away with murder the way they thought they was going to be getting away with it. Everything in the word is alive and well. People don't believe in the Bible. If I was them, I'd start reading and studying the word. Because everything in the Bible, we are at those times. We're at lawless times. It talks about how the children will be slain in the streets like animals. That's what's going on. Everything is going on. That's my point, Martin.
Okay.
I'm not saying that she gave them a right. You know, she didn't do anything. She called them for help. We can't even call for help anymore. And that's a doggone shame. I don't even sit in the backyard. I don't even want to go to my family house anymore for outside gatherings. I used to love to come on 31st. I'm fearful of coming on 31st. I shouldn't have to be living my life like this. I worked hard all my life. I'm retired. It's like I sit in the house because I'm fearful. And that's a shame.
Can I ask you a question? Who are you fearful of?
Yes. I'm fearful of people, even my own people. Even my own people. Because I don't know who's driving up shooting. You got tinted windows. I don't know. It could be, they say, oh, it's us. It don't necessarily have to be us. If it's nighttime and you driving out with and rolling down tinted windows, or I might not even can see who you are if you dressed all in black. I might not can see the color of your skin. You got mask on and black hoodies and gloves and black pants. I don't know what nationality you are. I don't even have to know you to do any. I don't have to do anything to you or know you to lose my life. That's the times we're living in. And that's a doggone shame.
Ain't you a woman of faith?
Yeah, I am, Martin.
All right. Well, you can.
And at some point, I'm going to have to come back down.
Yes, you are.
You and thank you for posting that and posting it on 31st. Because I love to see us come together and love one another. Have a good time. We can't let the devil win. We just can't.
We can't. Yeah.
But because he coming and all, he said, I came to steal, kill, and destroy. He didn't say which way he was coming. He just said what he was coming to do.
Okay.
So that's all I was saying, Martin.
Okay.
I didn't say that she deserved to do
okay.
it.
All right. Well, let me go.
I didn't say she deserved that.
Let me
okay, then, Martin.
let me take the next caller. You ain't got to hang up. Okay, 9207. Come on, caller. 9207. I ain't forgot about you, Helen. 9207. Go ahead.
That's me, Martin.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, 9031. 9031. Come on, caller.
Yes, good evening. I was calling in
Hey, Renee.
regarding a couple of things that I've seen talked about on the platform tonight, as well as in the chat that I've seen. First and foremost, for those of you who don't know what her apartment is called and the reason why it looks like that, it is called a depressed home. That's what it looks like. Not everybody, but some people, when they're suffering from depression, they have a tendency to get things or buy things, do laundry, then put it in the piles, then remove the piles, and move it back and forth. So just so you all know, that is what that home is called. Now, I'm not saying that's for everyone's home, but typically looking at it, as soon as I saw the video, that's immediately what I thought of, is that it's called a depressed home. Second, if you look at the video, when the police call her, if you watch the video in entirety, when they were knocking on the door to begin with, she didn't answer the door right away. So when they finally got her to open the door and they came into her apartment, and the sheriff's department dispatcher, not the police, called back to make sure that they were there, right? If she was suffering from an episode of depression or whatever the case may be, she was confused, which is why she probably asked about her Bible when they were asking for her ID, which is typical of someone who comes, the sheriff's department or the police department, when you call them to ask for identification, to make sure if they say Martin Johnson called us, they want to make sure that it's Martin Johnson who they were speaking to. Furthermore, for the person who said she just got up and went to the kitchen, you're incorrect, because the person who killed her, the sheriff's officer, the sheriff's person who killed her, said we don't want to cause a fire or something like that. So you are incorrect. She could just get up and walk away from them while they were talking to her. They gave her permission to go to the kitchen and remove the item from the stove, okay? And if you have watched the video in entirety, and this is just my personal opinion, I don't think it had anything to do with spiritual or anything like that. She was having an episode. Obviously, we're not trained in how to deal with someone who's having a mental breakdown or whatever the case may be. That's very apparent to me. But if you watch the video in entirety, and I mean from beginning to end, and like Martin clarified for the person who made that inappropriate comment, it's a 36 plus minute video. And what I find striking is that one of the sheriff's officers blamed her. He said, I think she set it up like this. So watch it. Now, don't quote me on, I'm not saying that verbatim, but if you watch it towards the end, when all those sheriff's officers are out there and they're cornering off her apartment or her home, he says, I think she set it up. You know what else he said? If I'm not mistaken, he called her a crazy bee. So if you watch the video in entirety, right, and people are saying that the guy already had issues, right? If he already had issues, Springfield Police should have never hired him. Should have never hired him. But if you're saying that she got up in the midst of a conversation out of the blue, you are wrong. Because they specifically said, and I believe it was the sheriff's officer that shot and killed her, okay, said, go ahead, we don't want to have a fire while we're here. She called them out there. For people who don't know why they were there, she called them out there because she was worried about a prowler, okay? That is why they were called. So when people start making comments, right, it tells me that people haven't watched the video or they're going off on snippets and different things like that. That is correct. Like that gentleman said, you could see that she held the pot up, which you could clearly see because if you notice, she was dressed all in white, or pretty much. And most of her clothing was white with the exception of what she had on her hair. But you could see the red item when she pulled it up in front of her face. In my opinion, I don't think they knew what she was talking about when she said, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. I could be wrong. I don't know. Does it justify shooting her? Absolutely not. But I think, Martin, you've had officers on your platform before who have said, and I think this was around the time that the gentleman was shot up on the corner when all the videos, everybody was shooting left and right. And I said that could have been, enemy fire. When they said they are trained to what, Martin?
Eliminate.
The threat. So whatever they felt was a threat, maybe they thought she was going to throw a trinket of boiling hot water at them. I don't know. I'm not speaking for them. What I'm saying is for people who are saying things that are inaccurate, right, in the chat or on the call, find out things before you start talking about it. And as a community, if we are this upset and this outraged, right, at a sheriff's officer killing a woman of color through no fault of its own, we sure as hell should be outraged when we see the killing of each other. There has got to be an outrage for that. So, appreciate the platform tonight, Martin.
Thank you.
I think I put in the chat too regarding the postal worker. In my opinion, I just find it very odd that someone would have just shown up in a Dodge car that was easy to identify, get out of a car, shoot someone without someone knowing something. So hopefully the postal police were some of the best people out there. And when I say best, I mean like because it's federal, they go through things with a fine-tooth comb. So not only do we have CPD on this, you have the postal police on this because she was a federal employee, okay? No one is just going to get up out of a car and just shoot her without someone knowing something, family or friends. I never heard anything. There was a young woman who was piggybacking on what I was saying in the chat. I didn't hear anything about her wallet being stolen, a key being stolen, mail being stolen. I didn't hear about that. And then it just so happens that the car that was used, that was easy to identify, just happened to be burned. So, you know, we all have to think about these things as a community as a whole, not just be upset when we see the unjust killing of a person of color. We have to be upset when we see the killing of each other.
Well, we did, Renee, hold it right there.
Whatever.
We upset about the postal woman. That's the community's on the outcry.
Absolutely, and we should. And
Yeah,
we
so
should be upset about
yeah,
that.
yeah. I mean,
especially if the family members or friends know something about it, they should be down there with the postal police saying, "This is what happened, X, Y, and Z, da da da." That's exactly what should be said. And to the woman who keeps saying that she appreciates you, Martin, for showing 31st Street, I do too. But you know what? I'm not going to live my life scared. I'm going to go out and I'm going to enjoy myself. And I'm not saying that's for everybody. Because you know what I believe? I believe that whatever God has in store for me, there's nothing that I can do to change it. And that's how I live my life. And thank you so much, Martin, again, for having a great platform. I really appreciate it.
thank you.
Have a good evening.
You too, Renee. All right. Go ahead, Helen. I know you wanted to say something. Go ahead, Helen.
Yeah, I think the last young lady. First of all, I want to apologize to the lady that I was trying to interrupt her when she was speaking. I want to apologize to you for that. But yeah, I was going to ask you what was the cause, you know, and then I did go back and read, and it said that, you know, it was a prowler. And I was wondering, like, if they didn't find the prowler or find anything, why did they stay? And then again, this officer was hired. I think that was Sharita said that he had like 6 jobs within a year. And the state of Illinois is supposed to track that. You know, I don't understand how he was able to be cleared to carry another gun, but to become an officer in another town. This was just something. I'm sorry, I'm a little distracted now, so I'm gonna be quiet because I'm kind of distracted right now.
Okay.
So you can go on. But anyway, yeah, thanks. And again, yeah, thank you, Martin, for you know, for your platform. You know, very informative. You definitely bring the facts, and you also allow you know, open your platform up for people to come on and be able to speak. So yeah, thank you for that. And I'm gonna go on mute.
Okay. Now I want to say this too. When we talking on this platform, we're not going by what if. We're gonna go to exactly what we're gonna stick with the facts. We noticed in the video that she did not attempt to throw water on the officers. We see that clear as daylight. Now, I'm not against no officer, no matter if you work inside the prisons or you work on the street, protecting yourself. I'm not against that. Now, when there's a threat, I'm not against that. You won't hear me open my mouth up if it was a threat and you had to do what you had to do. But in this case, there was not a threat at all. None. He got offended when that woman said, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus." And that demonic spirit didn't like that. He said, "I'll shoot you in your effing face, your head." I think he said head, face. And he did it too. He did it. My proof is right now. I'm going to play it. I'm going to play it for y'all right now. My proof.
I swear to God, I'll fucking shoot you right in your fucking face.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Drop the fucking pot! Drop the fucking pot! Drop the fucking pot!
19 shots fired.
Shots fired! Shots fired! Drop the fucking pot! Bring EMS now. We got a headshot wound to the female. Headshot.
See? He stuck to his promise too, didn't he?
You better fucking not. I swear to God, I'll fucking shoot you right in your fucking face.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Drop the fucking pot! Drop the fucking pot! fired! Shots fired! Shots fired! Drop the fucking pop!
Man, sick, man. Anybody can see to know that man's sick. And to get on here and talking about he tried to defend himself. Go ahead, Marcus.
I said they're showing it on the news now, and I'm watching it. And again, I've seen it before. Something has to be done about these white racist cops. We need to be marching to every state capital, pushing legislation. If you want to be racist, we're gonna take care of that thing. Take the kids. You should be paying, not taxpayers to be paying for it. You have to pay for it for the rest of your life. You want to bring your KKK behavior to the police force? Okay, make you pay. Make you bury the person that you killed. Take from your family. Take your entire savings, whatever. Because when they locked up Jason Van Dyke's wife was on TV talking about how her husband was being mistreated. We all know this. I don't care when you kill anybody, whether it's a kid or a woman, whatever color you are a law enforcement officer. You are a trained professional. You are trained to deal with situations. You don't have the right to play judge and jury. But a lot of these white cops, when it comes to black people, they've already made up in their minds that we're criminals and that the answer to this situation is to kill them. They get on the force to kill them. If legislation was passed, it would be a huge thing on police.
Put your Marcus, you sounding muffled. Marcus, you sounding muffled, man. You got to put your earpiece closer to your mouth or something.
Let me put it to my
yeah.
If they do something, if they pass legislation, right, to make these cops pay out of their own pocket, these white cops would fit the police force. It will be a vacancy, a huge vacancy, because they can't get away with shooting black people no more. They're already complaining about video cameras, people with video cameras, because now they're being exposed. This is God's doing. And black people got to come together and demand that legislation be put on the books. Enough of these trials, enough of these sit-ins, enough of these teach-ins. These cops that's on these forces, these white folks are racist and they know it and they need to get rid of them.
So, Martin.
Go ahead.
Martin, I'm just curious. Did Marcus or anyone else march to the OIG office or the CPD headquarters?
I was out there. Martin continued. I was out there till the last person left. So, yes, I did.
Regarding the last report that was just issued about the Oath Keepers?
No, I don't think I wasn't. I know I wasn't.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So if Marcus is complaining about white police officers who he believes are prejudiced, when OIG office issued a report just recently, right? I'm asking, since he says we need to go in March, I'm asking him, did he go to CPD in March regarding what the OIG office just uncovered about the Oath Keepers, those members who are part of the Chicago Police Department? They clearly identified them, right? They clearly have a report. They tell you what the police officers' names are. And what I'm asking is, since he's saying we need to go in March, I'm asking, did he go in March last week or today?
Oh, you know what? I didn't know about it. Had I known about it.
It's been all over the news. It's also been all over the news.
Well, there's a whole lot of other stuff all over the news.
Absolutely, regarding the internal issues that have been going on with the Chicago
I don't know about it, but I will tell you this. I have been out on the street at many of these marches. I've been in many of these meetings. So just me missing or not knowing about one in particular?
No, it's not in particular. What I'm saying is when the OIG, when it comes out on the news and the OIG says we have a report, right? Every citizen in Chicago should be reading that report, because when they tell you they have a report, that means they have uncovered city employees who have done wrong and they've issued a report. Now, when they say, no, we don't have a report, that means no employees have committed anything wrong, right? Or they haven't done side jobs. Like one employee they found who lived outside of city limits, things like that. That's what I was asking you. when you're saying you
Can I answer?
Can I intervene? Can I intervene?
Mark,
We don't need to have division amongst each other if everybody has the same on the same
answer her
page.
question, Martin?
Okay.
Right. Mark, can I answer her question?
Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
There shouldn't be no division.
Can I answer her question? Can I answer?
Go ahead, Helen. Go ahead.
Martin.
Go ahead.
And I don't think that her question and the questions that she asking is causing division. For one, she's just asking a question and she's also giving out some information. Now, I want to, speak to that. There was a report that went to CPD. This was the CPD.
I've seen it.
It was the report has found, yes, that some of their members were members of a certain group. The superintendent said that he would not hire the officers or reprimand them. No, I don't know. Maybe he did reprimand them, but he did say that he would not relieve them of their official police duty. But you are absolutely right when you talk about the OIG report, because I work in one of those systems. A report was released, not this year, maybe last year, where it uncovered rape, and it also uncovered city employees living outside city limits, because I know 15 of them that was fired for not living inside city limits. So that report, I'm going to pull that report up tonight and I'm going to read that report. Because you say that was a new one that just came out. Because the Office of Inspector General, when they come out with a report, and she is absolutely right, that is the report that we want to read.
Okay. We got a new caller.
Because they do.
Hello, Martin. Can I say something?
Okay.
Okay, hold on, ma'am.
Okay,
Hold it. I'll let you say something. Let me get this new caller, then you next. Okay, let me get the new caller. 1652. Come on, 1652. Come on, 16.
Good evening, Brother Martin and everyone on the channel. Good evening. Good evening.
Hey, how you doing, my brother?
Very, very interesting topic. Very unfortunate circumstances. This officer is clearly wrong, and he's clearly paying for it. Not often do we get officers charged with first-degree murder in the state of Illinois, and guess where he is? According to the Safety Act, he's held without bond because there is no bond for his offense, for his charge. So he'll be there for the duration of the trial. I've heard a lot of comments tonight, and people are saying, why aren't we outraged with other killings? We are. The community is outraged with every homicide. Scroll social media, you'll see the outrage. People are outraged. We should be especially outraged when the police kill unarmed people of color. Why? Because they are held to a higher standard. That's what the law gives them. It gives them their power. They're not civilians. So if we allow police to kill us and we're unarmed, that means we're paying them to kill us. Why? Because they are supported through taxpayers' funding. Society is not going to stand by police killing unarmed people because they are on the taxpayers' payroll. We are not going to pay people to kill us. The other thing, too, police shooting unarmed people of color is deep-seated in racism. So there is not a parallel with black people killing other black people, with white people killing other white people, with Chinese killing other Chinese. When the police kill us, it's deep-seated in racism. So that invokes a special anger in the community and a special anger in people. So we know this was deep-seated in racism because had she been a white woman, she would not have gotten shot. And yes, we had a caller that said earlier he could have tased her, he could have shot her in the leg. No, he shouldn't have done anything that amounted to force. The woman was in the sanctity of her own home. She shouldn't have invited the police in the doorstep. She should have talked to them outside. You do not have to invite police inside. When you invite police inside, that's when things go awry. That's when you lose your rights. Because when you invite them inside, now they can see things in plain sight. And you'll call the police and you'll end up getting arrested because you've let them in your home. Talk to the police on the outside of the door, in the street, on the porch, in the hallway. Do not let them in your home. Because once you let them in the home, then they're empowered by the law. They're under the cover of law to see things. So things escalate. I just wish she had never opened that door. She would be still alive. She's going to the kitchen for a pot. Even if she's going to throw water on them, you back up, you retreat. Water, being assaulted with water, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? It's not a deadly force. It's not a deadly force to throw water. You can spit on a cop. It's not a deadly force. It's not considered that you're trying to kill a cop, even if you spit on them. It's an assault and battery. It's an offense when you go to court and you're judged by your peers. You're judged by a judge. But I thank you for your platform, Martin. But we should be especially enraged when the police shoot us. And stop saying that we're not enraged or where's the outcry when average citizens get killed. When children are killed, black females are killed, white females are killed, Latinos, we are horrified by it. We're mystified. We're crying out. Police, do your job. We're crying out. Witnesses, public members, come forward with your tips, with your information. We are outraged at every homicide, but we are especially outraged when a white police officer shoots and guns down a black woman who's unarmed. We have to hold police to a higher standard. You know why? Society does it anyway. It's the law. They're not civilians. Good evening, sir. Good evening, panel.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
I'm done.
Okay. The lady that wanted to say something, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead, my dear sister.
9207.
Come on with it. Come on with it. Go ahead.
I appreciate what the gentleman just said, and he's absolutely right. And it was no justified reason for them to tase her or do anything. I was using that, and then I came back with why I used that. Another thing is we have to stop with this. I know something, but I'm not going to tell. As painful as it is, until we stop that mindset, Martin, until we stop being afraid to tell on people, I don't care what hurts us to the core, because it could be our loved ones, our families. Things are not going to get no better.
Well,
black on black crime.
Well, let me help you on this. There's no such thing as black on black crime. If they don't say white on white crime, there's no such thing. Crime is crime. It don't have no color, like love. Right. But let me just say this, my dear sister. People do call and people do tell. People are not willing to take a risk to go on the witness stand for retaliation. So when we call 911, trust me, people call 911 every day and report crime. Now, it's not our job. It's our job to tell them what we seen, what we witnessed, and that's it. When you start dragging us into court or going back behind our back, what Mr. Jones has said down at 2122, saying that you guys out here selling drugs. Now, when the police start telling the gangbangers who's calling on them, that's a problem. That make people draw up. Trust me, there are a lot of law-abiding citizens are tired of the shooting. They're tired of the gang banging, the smashing and grabbing, the carjacking, the robbery, we're tired. We're tired of it. But at the same time, we're not going to allow the police to put our neck on the chopping block when we got family. We're not going to do it.
Amen.
We're not going to do it. I'm the crime chaser. I'm not going to do it. Listen, I'm going to tell you a situation that happened with me. Everybody know I just report. I don't tell on nobody. So a particular caller came in my inbox and told me, I know who killed the person and put him in such. I ain't going to give y'all no clue. I said, well, you know what? Call the police. I said, well, I can't say nothing because that's just hearsay. I wasn't there. But what I could do, I could hook you up with one of the family members and you tell them. And that's what I did. But one of the family members, put my name in it. I didn't tell a person because I wasn't there. So from that point on, I don't get involved in the details unless you're in my inner circle. I say, hey, they said, Mark, what you think will happen? Well, just is my opinion. So what I'm saying is to the people out there, I don't get involved because I can't afford to let my name get out there something to saying something that I don't know anything. I wasn't there. I can't go on. He told me or she told me that I believe it. I can't do that because see, once you get on this platform and say such and such killed such and such, then it turned out that such and such didn't do kill such and such. Now I'm an open target. So you got to think like that. You got to be careful. Flip Wilson said, loose lips sink ships. I'm not saying don't say anything, but you can't bring harm to yourself and your family. You have to be cautious on how you're doing it. That's why they call it a tip line. Now they have a $250,000 reward out for the postal lady. Many people they're trying to solve that case. It's money. They can use, I'm quite sure everybody here that's on this live can use $250,000 if we know. But then some people say, you know what? I'm not going to get involved. And they may know who did it, but it might cost me my life. A lot of people are afraid to die.
$250,000 and $250,000 it's just not worth it.
See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
To a lot of people.
Right.
To a lot of people. And you do have to, even if they have to get a conviction
right,
before you even get the money.
Right.
So I stand corrected. You're right. Hey, I remain peaceable, Martin.
Right.
I don't know everything.
No, I understand. And I don't know everything. I ain't always right. I tell you all the time. Listen, I do more listening on here than talking.
Yeah.
And when I'm ready to talk,
I'm grateful for this platform.
Yes.
I'm grateful for it. This is God-given. This is a God-given platform because we're able to come together. And even when we disagree, we can still agree.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? It's a healthy way to do
Tell
it.
The truth.
And that's another thing, communication. We got to learn how to communicate. And be able to that's what my mother always told me. She said, it's okay to disagree with somebody, but you have to be able to do it in a healthy way to come to an agreement. And that's what we do on here. And I'm grateful for that. That's all I have.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Arnett Sessions, you said they will give you a new identity and relocate you. What about your family? Now, if they know so-and-so told us, what about your family? Now you can go away and go to another city, 3,000-4,000 miles away, start a new identity, start a new life. But guess what? Your family is still here. Let me do something to your family. We seeing it right now, people before our eyes. They're killing moms now. Most of these parents that's getting killed, it's something because of their sons and nephews and cousins have done. And that's real talk. That's old school. They've been doing that for years. But now they can't, if they can't find the person who they're looking for, they're getting next to kin. All right, people. Any more comments?
That witness protection don't always work.
No.
I mean, you can't trust the very people that's a part of it. And one of the things I know from growing up in Inglewood, Martin, is that people in Inglewood did call the police. They went to the block.
They still calling them.
And somehow,
the
gangbang, right? Somehow the drug dealers and the gangbangers found out who was telling what. And I'm not going to name the park I was working at, but I will say this. I was in a meeting where this lady was telling the police officer who shot ball with the drug dealer who was selling drugs. And I faked a call for her to come to the field house desk. And she came to the field house desk. I told her, let me tell you something. Those police officers don't give 2 cents about your life. That guy plays ball with the drug dealer that you're talking about. You need to shut up. They know what's going on. Don't, for the sake of your family, your grandchildren, don't sacrifice their life because they will kill you. They will bomb your house. And this is why people don't want to get involved. They're hostages in their own neighborhood because of a failed justice system.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of these conditions are created, people. A lot of these these conditions that's in the Black community are curated. And again, you put two starving lions in the same cage, what you think gonna happen? They're gonna start eating each other. So when you dry up the resources in the community, and when you starve the community, what the people gonna do? We already know crime is proximity. So wherever you live around, you're gonna people don't go too far to commit crime. Yeah, they do go up downtown or up north, but most of the time it's more easy to commit crime in your community where you live at. Come on, old timer. Old timer, go ahead.
I'm just wondering.
Hey, old timer, get me off the loud mic. I need you to get me off the loud mic. Talk right directly into the phone. I know you got me on the speakerphone. Come on, old timer.
I'm wondering, why don't the Black officers have an outcry about this? This has been happening for a long time.
Yes.
They got the code of blue going to say anything. Christian, church, anytime they see their colleagues out there doing stuff, they think. That's one that I don't understand. I see this happening around the world. People get shot, taking a number of officers that they arrest a white person, put some handcuffs on them, don't do anything. These other people do.
Right.
And another thing is that I've seen, and they go to court, and the officer was
Old timer, you break it up. I don't know what's going on with your phone, man. We want to hear what you got to say, but you kind of like breaking up. I don't know what's the deal. We want to hear you clearly because you know we know you make good points. You want to try to hang up and call right back or something or something because you're breaking up. It's like okay, I'll wait on you. Okay.
Hey,
go ahead, Bill.
Hey, Martin, why you calling back? I want to say this. What you said as far as the officers letting it get back to the street, who told? That's been going on a long time, and that is the main deterrent about people coming forward with information. One thing for certain, two things for sure. When somebody commit a crime, especially a shooting or whatever, they clapping off, however they want to put it, they always got to let somebody know they did, even when they don't get their target. And it's a hefty payout, $250,000. You would think that first day, whoever knew anything would come forward. But it's from what you said. That just like that same officer, and I'm a firm believer, ain't nobody gonna never change my mind that racism is high at its all-time high in the police department, not just here, everywhere.
Well, let me say this, Bill. Bill, let me say this real quick. There's no crime on the law books of you being racist, of a person can't be racist. My thing is, you can't change and legislate a person's heart. But I'll say this. You could not like white people, but when you in a public place, a workplace, you have certain rules that you have to engage in. And white people, even if you don't like black people, but when you take an oath, when you take a job or a position, you have to lay down your racism thoughts and do your job. Because you ain't gonna stop folks from hating folks. I know it. You ain't gonna stop folks. But see,
and they gonna act, they got a part of their job and have ethics in it, and they gonna lie about it. And as a race soldier, you gonna lie and you gonna do what you do because that's what's in you. Especially when it's other people within your department that shares the same ideas. And that same officer will be the one who, in the case of the mail carrier, same officer, somebody come forward, they'll do just like you said. Mr. Johnson down the street was at the police department talking to detective whoever about the case. Now they out there, and that's the main reason why people not telling. But it's got to be a strong campaign. Crime is crime. Like the one brother said, it's police are held to an oath and a higher standard and shouldn't be doing it. Not exercising they personal beliefs and all that other stuff. But we see on your platform, on social media, our people are outraged about these babies and
I know I am.
People get shot. Yeah, every day it's a crime.
Right.
And
right.
I don't know, man. It's it's gonna take God, but you ain't gangsters if you clapping out, shooting 50 shots, trying to get one person, and you shooting other people that ain't gangster at all. And I don't know who needs to tell these young bucks this, man, whether it's a uncle, a dad, or whatever, somebody needs to. It sounds crazy that you would be going to your nephew who you believe is out there, man. You don't need to be around nothing like that or doing that. I know you out there slinging guns. Don't be shooting in no crowds. It sounds stupid, and yeah, you want to tell them not to do it, but at least not get innocent
people. That's right.
Into crowds, and we got to start somewhere. They ain't hardly listening about not shooting at all. So maybe we need to try to save some of the innocent people, the working people, the people that the mail carriers, even though that was targeted, their life in danger every day because they got to go down all them blocks. And we hear about shootings on all them blocks all day, every day. Something got to be done, man. We got to start somewhere, man. I intervened when the young lady, she had some pertinent information I had heard about the Oath Keepers a month back.
I heard about that. Yeah.
Yeah, me and you talked about it. Matter of fact. Anyway, the way she came in March is not that he needed to protect her, he protected himself, but I don't like people coming on your platform or anywhere. We all on the same page, but we ain't got to point somebody out that ain't doing what we think they should be doing. You know what I mean? Just go and put your input in. She has some good information.
Well,
just put it out there.
Can I jump into this, Mark? Glad you speaking on my behalf, but Martin knows I got photos to prove and even video to prove how many times I done been out there in the street. That 1 or 2 times, and me not knowing because I'm doing other stuff. I'm doing pro sports. That's what she don't know. So I may have missed that, but I don't feel bad about it. I don't know everything. And if we real about our people, we will be informative to the black community about what's going on. But I know for a fact, and other people on this show know for a fact, based on the photos that's on my Facebook page, that I have been out here and I have marched with Martin, them, Jedediah, and all supported them in every move that they made, because I'm for my people. That person that's talking herself probably ain't marched like we done marched. We was out there doing the Laquan McDonald. I was out there before Laquan McDonald. I was out there doing the Trayvon March, Occupy Chicago. And when people talk about black people not standing up against crime in their own community, I got pictures dating back 13 to 16 years ago where people were marching in the street against crime. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, black people are fighting crime in their own community. It's just not being shown because this police brutality is being exposed, and they want to shift. They want to gaslight things. They want to shift the focus back to the community when they don't want to admit that they have racist cops on the police force that needs to go. That's all we ask them.
Tell
Get
the
them
truth
racists off the police
and
force.
shame the devil. Mm-hmm. That's it, Marcus.
That's how they get black. They can get on here and say or try to call somebody out. If she's still listening, I've been on the front. I've been on the front for a long time. I come from a family that was on the front where there's stuff that's not even in the history book. So I was taught at home about how white people do us. Now, I don't hate nobody. I wasn't taught to hate anybody. But these people have a hate for us. And as they said at the protest, white silence is that they're just as guilty for not standing up and saying nothing. If the white people will start standing up and saying something, the government will do something. But they're not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true, Marcus. Well, I mean, that's the real truth. People, we have to we black people, we stand up. We don't want these crimes, we don't want this in our community. People that got mortgages $1,500, $2,000, $3,000, $800, and afraid to come outside, afraid to take the garbage out at night. They got to leave stinky garbage in the house until the daytime because they're afraid. So we're tired of it. We're saying something. Yeah. Yeah. And think about downtown. Well, they got a lot of crime downtown now. Shooting and killings and robberies. They not cooperating the police. Come on now. And y'all know the white folks down there calling the police, but they still got crime down there. And see, that's what they tell the black community. They tell the black community, we don't cooperate with the police. No, the police don't cooperate with us. You guys work for us. We don't work for you. That's how they work. Real talk.
Martin, let me say this. I got robbed in front of the police. The police was called, and they rolled past me. When I finally met with the detectives, they told me they probably was called to a homicide. I said I could have been a homicide. They just left me in the street. It was two girls that stood by me until the ambulance came and picked me up and told me that they rolled past me. They came to the hospital saying, can we do a report? I said, how can I sign a report and my hand is not operating properly? The doctors ran them out of there. That's all I would say. That's what the police think about black people.
Mm-hmm. Well, I know one thing. We're not going to shame white people into liking black people. That's just not going to happen. They have a deep, not all of them. Let me say that. White people, if it don't apply, let it fly. But a lot of white people have a deep seed hatred for black people, for without a cause, a hatred. Not all white people now. I don't want to say all white people. All right, people. Is that it, people? That was a great show. Anybody that's old timer didn't call back. We was trying to wait on him. He didn't call back. So, well, I think it was a great show, people, don't you? We talked about some things.
Absolutely, Mike.
Yeah, it was a great show.
Yeah.
It's a great show. We all didn't agree, but we had different opinions, but nobody cussed each other out. And
And you know, sometimes people, when we get on here and comment, look at the video before you comment and make the decision. Listen, I'm like this, Helen. Any police out there that shoot another person that's a threat to him, to the officer, I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
But I'm not cool with you shooting a person, a citizen that don't have a gun, that's not even a threat. I'm not cool with that. Now, I understand that the man pulled a gun out you, he draw the gun and you shot and killed him. Hey, I don't want to see nobody lose their life on the police side nor on the civilian side. I don't want to see that. But we know we're not living in a perfect world and people are going to try the police.
Yes.
We know that. And this, what this officer did, we let the other one get away in Cal Stream because he should have never got away. When you're going to shoot a man in the bed and sleep, you should be in jail right now, filling out your commissary papers. How are you going to get away with killing a man asleep? That's not a threat. In his own bed, in his own apartment. Something wrong with this society. The scripture said, woe unto them that call good evil and evil good. We're sick, people. I'm not the judge and I'm not God. I don't have a heaven or hell to put you. But we sick. We all the way out the door backwards. And the brother called and said it. We should be outraged when an officer unjustly kill a person, whether they white or black. We should, because they are held at a higher standard. It's like a preacher, a pastor. You can't be out here doing everything what everybody else doing. You got to hold a certain standard. Got to be. You got to be an example of what you want your people to be. Like. So, Mr. Police officers that's out there, you just can't go around killing people that's unarmed people. Now, family, you got to start just getting locked up. You got away for years. And the community is outraged. It's sickening. This is the same country that won't hire you if you got a felon on certain jobs. This is the same country that send black men and black women to jail for selling weed. Now they just selling weed. The same country that you got former president, he's a felon. And he's gonna win. See, you play by the book when it comes on us with this shaded color right here. But when it comes to you guys, oh, it's not so bad. Now you want to bend and break it. I'm gonna tell you what Martin Luther King tell you. Just be true. Just be true to what you said on paper. One thing about black folks, Marcus, I can speak for us. We may not like the law, but we really don't like it when you treat us differently, when the white people don't get the same time. You make a difference. Even in jails right now, all the white people got the good paying jobs, the easy jobs. It's everywhere, people. That's not by mistake. It's not by mistake, Helen, that we got our failed businesses in our community. All these liquor stores. It's by design, people. It's by design.
Chicken shacks and liquor stores.
Yes. And you got these racist Proud Boys working in the black community. They would listen. Young men, let me tell y'all, I'm looking you dead now in this camera. All they need is one mistake. And they'll blow you away here. They need you to reach. They need you to wrestle with them. So give them a justified excuse to kill you. And ask yourself this question. For those of you that's on the fence about this situation, Ask yourself the question, why you never see black cops killing white people unjustly like that? Because they know better. Why is it that
Martin, remember the black cops that shot that white guy downtown in Chicago?
Mm-hmm.
Look what happened to them. It didn't take no time
no?
to get them. That proves your point right there.
Yeah.
It didn't take them no time.
Yeah. Because your life is meaningless to them. So thank you guys. It's an ongoing conversation. I know I don't get to the podcast every night, but y'all know I've been outside, as they say, kicking it, whatever. I've been having a good time. I've been enjoying myself. I've been enjoying our city, that where we pay taxes at. I've been enjoying it. And I'm not going to be afraid to come outside. Now, I ain't no fool either. Certain places I'm just not going to go or be around. I'm going to pick my spots where I'm going. Period. That's what I'm going to do. Somebody say the Proud Boys aren't racist. What? Come on now, Dirk. Come on now.
Bull crap.
Come on now. Come on. Come on now. Yeah. I wish, listen, I would love to see the day when I see the GDs, the BDs, the Stones, the Vice Lords, and all of them come together under one umbrella and show some love. I would love to see that and say, brother, you know what? We're going to put down our differences. I know I lost my brother. You lost your cousin. You lost your uncle. You lost your father. But, man, we got to get our communities together. I would love to see that, brother. I would love for black people to take on that mentality, brother. That'd be the uplifting and betterment of our community. I would love to see our men step up for our women. I would love to see it. I'm telling you. I appreciate you guys. I really do. I would love to see that. To all my black men, I would love to see that. For all of us put our differences aside. And I know it's a lot of bloodshed out there. I know it's a lot of retaliation. I know it's some deep hurt. I know it. I know it. I know it. But it got to start. Because if we keep killing each other, we're going to be extinct. We really are. We already don't have nothing. Wow. We don't have nothing. And when we get that racial pride, and when we could look at a brother and don't say, I see blue, or I see red, or I see 6, or I see 5 or 4. I see a black man that's trying to make it, that look like me, trying to do something with his life. And we can give each other passes when you look at it like that. And I know we're not living in a perfect world, but people, we can at least try. We at least can try. We got black people, man, that live in our community, that work hard, go to work every day, man. They are afraid to come outside. We got teen mothers. We got grandmothers afraid to walk to the store. Afraid to get on the red line. Afraid to get on the CTA bus. Afraid. Because of the gangs and the situation. You got people right now afraid to come home because their block is infiltrated with drugs and a lot of thugs on the corner. They can't have no guests because of the gang problem. This real talk. I thank y'all so much. Thank y'all for listening to me. And I just love black people. People, you know, I'm not perfect. I don't claim to be perfect, but I got perfect love for black folks. I want us to be great. And we are great people. Don't let nobody tell you that we're not. So everything that you see on the news and social media, that does not represent every black person. And that's real talk. That's just like me saying every white person is racist. Now, I could be suspicious of them being racist, but I can't say that. You may have a person that's senile. How you going to accuse him of being racist? He don't know. He ain't in his right mind. You have a little white baby. They don't know nothing. So you can't accuse them of being racist. Racism is taught in this country. And when people make laws, they think of laws to suppress black people. Have you ever met a person that never had nothing good to say about nobody? Every time you mention a person's name, they got something negative to say about them. You better watch that person. You better stay away from that person. They don't have nothing good to say about nobody, not even their mother. And you got a lot of people, they only love on contentions, what you can do for them. They are takers. They won't give you nothing. If they can't get nothing out of you, they don't want to be around you. They don't want to be bothering you. You're nothing. All right, people, that's enough of me preaching. I thank y'all for listening to me. And I appreciate you people. Y'all pray for me because, listen, I mean do what's right. I mean to treat black people right. I mean to treat everybody right at all times. You know, I'm not on here trying to spread hate, but I'm trying to enlighten my people, engage my people to better themselves, have a new mindset. I'm not on here promoting no particular religion at all.
Martin, can I interrupt?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
You don't owe race and apology. White people know who you're talking about. Those that are not that way, it don't matter. You said it earlier, but you don't have to apologize for that.
Speak up, Marcus. You're breaking up. You're breaking up, Marcus. Speak in the mic.
Okay. Say it like this. You don't have to apologize for speaking the truth about your people. White people know what's going on, and for those people who are not that way, they know that it doesn't apply. They would do the same for their own people. We should be proudly speaking up for our people and should not have to apologize. Don't nobody else have to apologize. And they should understand that. They know what some of their people have done to us and that we're angry. They would be stupid to think that we're not angry. They should know that we're angry and we're going to speak out about it. And if they're offended by it, then they are just as guilty.
Mm-hmm. All right. I'm going to leave y'all on that note. Marcus got the last word.
You already know what it is.
What is it?
Live, uncut,
and what?
Unedited. Tell the truth.
And what?
And shame the devil.
I love being black. Good night, y'all. Good night. Thank y'all. Great show.